could basically be passing guaranteed and not.
Okay, recording. Welcome back to the second session, or I suppose in the podcast terms, maybe the third, fourth, roughly. That's going to confuse things slightly. We're picking up where the student left off. Going to pass around. Remember, stand up, introduce yourself, and tell us what you remember.
Hi, I'm Sam, playing the Arrow. Last thing I remember is when we had to find the bar, and then we established that Malik was betraying us, and he was gloriously executed. Now he is no more. Then we made our way into the town. Yes, we did. Where he is, nobody knows. So we made our way into the town. Excuse me. First we met Esmeralda in the tavern, and she wasn't very responsive at first. Then we made our way to the Burgomaster's mansion, I believe, and that's where we left it.
It's a very short summary there.
Yeah, it was.
Especially this, and this.
I don't remember a lot.
Does everyone else do it? I'm Nick, playing Cylon. Pretty much what Sam said. We met Esmeralda. Spencer tried to charm her, but it seemed that she might have swung the other way. Had a nice conversation with Laura. We had the whole incident with Malik and Osworth. We then made our way to the Burgomaster's house, and currently we're all split up in these rooms. Me, a couple other people are in the Burgomaster's chamber, and I'm currently in the corner invisible, just watching.
You guys obviously know me as your boy Osworth, but for those of you at home that don't know me, my name's Mark. Pretty much everything's just been said already, but I would like to confirm that yes, I was the one that killed Malik. He was evil and he had to die. That's pretty much all I remember.
I'm Ashley, my character was Malik, but is now Leo Horn of Clan Copperbra.
Yeah, like House Kappa Pie now.
Last session...
House Copperberg?
Could be.
Last session, a messenger came to the door with a letter to Strahd from Malik. My character pretty much tried to be a dick to everyone in the party and betray them. Osworth's god came to him, told him that I was lying and that I needed to be executed. Drulin then tried to stop him executing me by throwing a fireball at his face and missing. They then burned my Malik's body outside, went back inside. My new character, Leo Horn, revealed himself in the corner of the room, told the party that had been watching them, and then a couple of moments later they realised that Malik's body had disappeared from the fire that they were burning outside. Then we ended up searching for the Bowmaster's house, and then that's where we left it off.
I'm David, playing Drulin of the Cursed Ring. Yes, I have a very stingy ring. I've got to get it every time. So I was a bit of a dick last time because people kept hitting me in the face, so I kept slapping them back, and I got tied up a lot, which was quite interesting. And then we were told by Esmeralda, who didn't like me at all because she was the one who slapped me, that we basically, there's 24 hours and it's the Festival of Joy and something really bad is going to happen unless we save them within 24 hours. Then everybody went off and I was in a bit of a huff and decided to stay, and I sneaked up after them and I decided to come in and try and get into the secret room, locked room to help Shelia to redeem myself, and then all the guards came in and cornered us.
My name is Spencer, also known as Sir Philios. Everyone said anything. I'm just on the mic to clarify that the reason why I didn't charm Esmeralda was because she weren't into men. Just saying, any other girl, I've got it in the bag.
Wow, what can I say to that? So I'm Laura, I play Shelia, the half-elf druid. Last time, we found out that Malik was essentially betraying us. So after Osworth spoke to his god, it was determined that he had to kill Malik, so he did. Then Esmeralda came in. She was not very friendly towards most of the men, so Shelia approached her, managed to start a conversation. conversation, and then Julian started screaming quite a lot. The word "bitch" was mentioned many times.
I have amended my ways, and I'm going to come up with more interesting, appropriate insults.
So Esmeralda got quite pissed off about that, unsurprisingly, so she left before I managed to get much useful information out of her. However, we did establish that apparently there is a bomb of some sort that is supposed to go off in 24 hours, that basically Strahd's minions are going to sort of invade Valaki. So we then decided to actually go out into Valaki, try and see what we could do about it. We ended up at the Burgo Master's mansion, basically sort of gained entrance in a not quite legitimate way, and then basically everyone split up. So some people upstairs, some people are downstairs, some people are outside. A whole load of guards came in after the Burgo Master shouted for them, and that's pretty much it.
It was completely legit. I just knocked the door. It just opened.
What's up, guys? It's Tarascos of the Waiting Fire II. Merch will be available with all your signature catchphrases, each for $21.99 plus shipping of $49.99.
It's extortion.
This is limited edition. Made from goat wool. You should appreciate this. Apart from everything that's mentioned, I managed to convince a chef that I knew who the Burgo Master was, despite not even knowing who the Burgo Master was, or what house I was in, or who was the master. And that's about all I did. And then I went up the stairs. Back to you, DM.
Hold on. Position my chips, chicken.
He's positioning himself,
I am.
ready for attack. He's like a panther. He's ready to pounce.
Well, what a session it was last week, eh? Whoops. So yeah, very political RP heavy last week. Essentially, we found out that Malik was indeed attempting to betray everyone. Obviously, he tried to spin it that actually he was just trying to save you all by overthrowing Strahd. That, of course, was not the case. He wanted to become the new evil power in Berovia. There was a knock at the door. A gentleman brings in a letter, informs him of what's happening. Strahd likes to play games, and Strahd grew tired of Malik, so Malik was dispensable. Strahd got rid of him. But the body has been gone. But that ultimately did lead to a confrontation between Osverth and Malik. Drulin trying to get the save with the fireball, but ever so slightly missing. I say slightly, I mean a lot.
It'd been amazing if it hit.
And in one fell swoop, Malik was killed. The party of Malik the Field Mouse was no more to be in the party. So, further following from that, the tavern keep Yar, who dreams of Pete Yar, came down and unlocked the door, and Esmeralda walked in. At which point she walks in, sits by the fire. Sphilios attempts to charm her to no avail, at which point, failing that, he just realizes, well, you're clearly gay. Or maybe sometimes some people just don't like to be charmed.
No, that's not it.
Performance issues? Never heard of it. What Sphilios didn't realize is he didn't roll in that 20. Anyways, Drulin also then decided to work his charm. And scream from the back of the room, "You bitch!" Obviously helping the case all the more.
But she wasn't being very nice to us.
She was being nice to Shalia.
I just offered a wine.
I mean, you're going up to talk to a woman after someone has tried to seduce her. Do you think she wants to talk to another guy after that?
I was just trying to flatter her.
Remember that Mel Gibson film, What Do Women Want, when you can read their mind? Think about that.
It's the perfect rebound. He's a dick. Oh, he's a cunt, surely. Let's talk.
Oh god, anatomy. So yeah, Esmeralda revealed the plans to the party that there is indeed a bomb in Valaki. The bomb, but we do not know what that is. But we do know that Strahd's minions are going to descend upon Valaki in 24 hours. Yes, we have needlessly been wasting our time for the 48 hours that have passed. And also, has anyone been keeping track of Shalia's curse?
Oh, yeah.
How many days does she have left, guys?
I'd say about 9 days.
7. I want to say 6 days. 7. I think it's
No.
I don't think it would work on this. Yeah, it was 8.
I'm
I'd
at
say
the point
no.
of helping you and giving
was
you a hand.
8,
I told you last week, and if you
11%.
can't remember, that's your problem.
Yeah, let's assume 5.
And remember, meta, I've asked you all to prepare backup characters because yes, there is no safety net anymore. We are entering the real. What?
I didn't make one. You didn't tell me.
I did tell you.
Put it on the chat.
I did.
I don't read the chat.
There were 3 hours.
Well, my illiterate friend, you're screwed.
It's okay. I'll just make one on the
Just
spot.
use the app.
Just make one on the spot.
Cylon will
It's
not
fine,
die.
just use
Are you sure?
He
You're
is
the
the
master of death.
Yeah.
It's fine, just use the
Can it be Cylon, the master of death, please, or the master of
Yes.
death Cylon? That's your main
It's
thing.
Cylon,
the
the
master
character
of death.
creation.
He is
Do it on your phone. It takes less than 5
So yeah,
seconds.
we all then, of course, I had to speak out of character and reference the fact that, you know, where's my mouse? There it is. Of course, this is Berovia and that's Valaki, and then I mentioned as well that you still have so much of Valaki to explore. Let me just get the map up, actually.
I'm searching for a specific item.
If I die, I'm gonna make the worst character ever for you. Just saying.
But a broken ranger bard.
I do not allow hybrids, I'm that kind of guy.
Oh.
It is annoying that you don't allow.
Also, I apologise to the podcast listeners, I have a bit of a sniffle. So, enjoy my sniffle.
We went to N3 last time.
Yes, so, of course, for those of you listening at home cannot see the map, but we were at the tavern, which was N2. You've got the chapel here at N1, that's where Shelia visited for a short time. You came in through the north, and we're now at N3, which has been revealed to be the Burgomaster's mansion. Following that, people entered in by unconventional means, because apparently a locked door means nothing in this society.
It wasn't locked. I knocked the door, it opened.
The bard has the spell which
Fine.
means it is allowed.
No, yeah, that's it. You opened
I
it.
have a spell
He
called
used
knock, but I
that.
knocked the door and it automatically.
He tried to
Right, well, if you had tried to open the door, you would have realised it was locked. So apparently a locked door means nothing to you criminals.
Someone tried to picklock it, the picklock snapped, and then he just went, no, oh, it's open.
Right, so you're trying to spin it. Whatever. Regardless, a locked door means
walking.
a locked door means nothing to you people.
No,
We didn't know it was knocked.
You did.
Only I did. Only I did.
No,
These guys did.
I threatened to
I
kick-
tried to pick the lock.
I threatened to kick
Oh
it
yeah,
through.
so he did know.
I was
Anyways,
just going to kick it through.
anyways.
We're in there and they don't want us.
So me and you know it was locked.
All right, drinkies. Everyone want to get your drinkies in.
Yes, please.
We'll have vodka, whiskey, rum, and whatever you've got, baby.
5 shots, please.
Seriously?
You work for free drinks and you don't want 5 shots?
No.
You can't afford.
I don't want 5 shots.
I love another.
Yeah,
I
Dr. Cranberry,
have work
please.
tomorrow.
Make that a double
No, just a single, please.
party pooper.
I have to work tomorrow.
So do we all. All right, you unemployed.
I'm poor.
You just donated a load of armor for free booze.
Free food and free game time, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have a Doom bar, please. Also, could I have another pot of sweet chili sauce? Because like I got given such a small one, and I feel like that was your way of trying to be passive aggressive, and I don't tolerate that kind of attitude.
Did I bring your food up to you?
No, I'm just being sassy.
I will cut you.
So I get Doom bars on it.
Do more as well, no problem.
Oh gosh.
So, 1 vodka cranberry, 2 sets of Doom bar. Anyone else while I'm here? Oh.
We're drooling like another porn star martini.
Oh, we should all get full time.
Can we all have porn star martinis?
Yeah, I'm done.
Spencer's tab. He didn't say no.
It's true, he didn't. This is the loophole. Jerry thinks you're just going to order a bottle all night. What happens when he realises that we're ordering vodka cranberries all night? He's like, hang on a minute. I'm not worth a bottle of vodka.
I want more.
Straight up telly for us.
Oh.
Don't worry, I've already used my charm on this one, so I get to spread on.
Anyone else?
Jug of water. What are you, David's party?
Yes.
I mean, Badger's party?
Why are you getting a jug of water?
What are you, a little bitch?
Yeah.
H2O.
Water. That's
I never
healthy.
said I wasn't.
We don't eat healthy here.
Have you ever seen the film Waterboy?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's some high quality H2O. You'll take a big, fat, meaty sausage
Yes, I'll take that.
with some mayonnaise.
They only stopped on size.
I want
Has anyone got a big, fat,
cheesy candy fries.
meaty sausage?
I get cheesy.
Sorry, I'm on a lot of drugs right now.
Are we actually getting porn star martinis?
Yeah.
I don't think they know how to make porn star martinis.
Google.
It's prosecco.
Actually, no. You know what? We probably should because it's David's last game. Can we all please have a porn star martini? Do you know how to make them?
I'm gonna put one on everyone's.
Yes.
Is everyone agreeing to this?
No.
Yes.
Who else? Yeah.
Right, raise your hand if you have a porn star martini.
Yes.
Everyone but him.
Pretty much.
I'll get you.
I don't know.
Ash, I'll get you one.
I don't drink. I don't like prosecco.
Yeah, neither.
I drink.
Okay, I will have your prosecco. Put it on my
She
tab,
said I'm
and
not
I will
drinking
have
it
your
separately.
prosecco.
You will get a porn star martini and you will drink it.
I hate prosecco as well, but I'm gonna drink it for Julian.
For Drulin.
Yes.
I hate prosecco as well.
Yeah, I've never.
If
Never
anyone
had
doesn't
orange.
want their prosecco, I will have it. Don't worry.
I think we're learning a lot about you right now.
I thought you said you had
Prep for Friday. This alcoholic
I
over
do have
here.
work tomorrow.
She may look tiny, but she can pack it away.
Just the point where she goes, I'll take the forfeit and the challenge.
I'll take the bowl. Right, so yes, we then made our way to N3, which was obviously the Burgomaster Mansion. Obviously, as I said, a locked door means nothing in this party. The part.
Sorry.
That actually was a cough as well. That was actually not meant to. So yeah, we made our way in. Travis convinced the cook that he was meant to be there. Some people went upstairs, and that's where again we met. What's his name? Varakovic, and he called the guards. So the guards have now entered, and that's where we've ended it. So we have an encounter with the guards. We have an encounter with the guards in. Where's Madame Mouse, Kyle? Yes. So upper floor.
Are they veggie-friendly?
Oh, well.
How convenient.
Yes. That's selfish.
Beg your pardon. What are you doing?
You can only make himself.
I can only make myself invisible.
Oh right.
Selfish.
But don't forget the paladin's still outside.
Yeah.
Just sat there.
Right. So just show of hands. Who was upstairs? Right. Who's downstairs? Right. Who was it that talked to Vargas? Right. You guys.
He opened the door and then shut the door.
Right. So Drulin and Shirley have been captured by the guards.
No, I turned into a spider.
You turned into a spider. You.
I will try to hide.
The guards have obviously got you. Then you're a spider right now. Right. So obviously that's gonna cut to you guys in a minute because obviously you're upstairs as well.
I'm upstairs, I'm on the opposite side.
Right. So who's in the office? I probably should have wrote this down.
No,
but
we
oh
didn't
well.
go because I opened it. He spoke to me and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, he opened the door and went, ah. and then we decided to walk away.
Don't go in there.
Yeah, because he opened it, I stood next to
Oh
him.
yeah, no, because he opened it and he saw two mastiffs and Vargas Velikovic, so he went, ah, shut the door.
Yeah, he shut the door and I just look at
Why
him.
did you try and convince him you weren't there?
I just wanted to run. I didn't want to be there.
Right, so we have literally broken and entered the Baroque Master's mansion. We are breaking the law. You were already thrown in jail for being unhappy. What do you think is going to happen to you all now?
We're going to have a
Another
party.
overnight stay in jail.
What if we
I'm
told
gonna turn
people we're
invisible
really
and let these
happy
guys.
Ah, right. Okay.
Well,
Bring up.
he did say the guards are weak-willed. We could probably tell him, oh, can you please go away? I'm having a bad day.
Alright, N3, upstairs gallery. Where are we? Right.
Okay. Oh, God almighty, this is not something you should do. DMing when you're ill is harder than it feels. Looks. Okay. So, Vargas Velikovic was in the office. Obviously, he's now just seen you. You hear the shout of guards! Hut, 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 hut. They start making the way upstairs. You hear the snuffled cries of Drulin being carried along with the guards as well. Let's get a fresh map.
How many guards are there?
At the moment, you don't know. You just hear steps. Drulin could tell you, but Drulin can't because he's muted. You can't tell him. He's fresh map. Okay, that size of paper. Draw that.
Fortunately, I haven't got anything similar in the book.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. We probably did, but you know what? We're drawing it again.
No, I don't think we drew it last time.
Remember, 4 squares is a square. Use that as your reference.
Okay.
That's going to take a while. Yeah. Four of these is one of those.
Yes. Wait, no. Yeah, just do square by square. Fine.
Also, I want you to draw the artwork on there as well.
Yeah.
No.
Help with the
Kind of get away with that.
No, actually.
There's loads of individual rooms.
Yeah, we're using that. Put that down. Right, we have a map. Okay, let's say where Spencer is. That's the stairwell, and then we'll play the guessing game. So,
Yeah, so that's the stairwell.
Terrascos.
'cause that makes sense.
Could you pass me that, please?
I'm going
Yes,
to go into
please.
the first room and use Mage Hand to hold it.
Now.
So, I'm invisible.
Thank you.
He could turn it
One,
into it. It's just going to be all set.
2. Wait. Give me that head from the back.
Nope. See you guys.
I'm going to out you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
Kyle
gonna
has
throw
made
sand
his
over you.
decision.
Screw it. Okay. Cool. No.
And if they capture me, I'm just going to literally there's 2 other people here. They're not
Okay.
visible right now.
He's made his decision. He's going to Mage Hand a lot of the
Cylon,
Master.
please put 2 in the first 2 squares. Another 2 by the next 2 squares.
He's made his decision. He's using Mage Hand to lock the Burgomaster
2
in the door.
by another 2 squares. Thank you.
Oh, I like that rainbow one. Whose is that?
Oh, it's Anston.
Yeah, we're just borrowing for
Yeah, he said he's going to use Mage Hand to lock the Burgomaster in the door.
Who is?
I mean, I cast Mage Hand to hold him shut.
Hang on, how you can't just say you're going to do it and not wait?
I was just
Did I say it was your turn? Motherfucker. Baby. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Yeah, 2 then. I was like, hey.
Alright, we do need 1-star martinis. We're having to wing it a little because it's one of the ingredients we don't have. But
So it's not a porn star martini then?
well, it says like passion fruit syrup. No, passion fruit puree, but we don't have it. We have the syrup. So
Syrup's
we're
fine,
looking
There's
at
a Tesco
yeah.
around the corner.
I've got fresh passion.
Excuse me, are you telling me like a 5-star restaurant establishment such as this has not fresh passion fruit juice?
Hell no.
That's a Google review right there, people.
They could only give me a martini, not a porn star martini.
So it's vodka with another flavoured syrup. Yeah. And then it's got passion fruit. Well, it's meant to have passion fruit puree, but we're using the syrup instead. And then it comes with a shot of Prosecco.
Oh, okay.
How much are you charging us per porn star? Okay, that's fine.
That's expensive.
It's a cocktail,
And
man.
you've got 2 because you said you wanted 2.
I'll get discounted.
Okay, right, we're back in the room. Could everyone please who was... Alright, so who's by the office? Who's just entered the office and shut the door? Right, put your characters on there.
Which ones?
So those are the guards coming in. No, so move him down. There we go, that's where he is. So Spencer, you're also there. Put yourself down.
I'm there.
Yep.
Who's one of
You're in the middle of the guards.
I'm gonna be. What dice do I want to be? I'll be at D10 because I'm a.
Diarra, where are you?
I haven't gone anywhere at this point, so I was just.
Are you outside with the paladin as well?
I was upstairs.
Right.
But,
Do you want
I
to figure
haven't
with
gone
the
anywhere
top?
before you come to
So you're right near the stairs.
I was just at the stairwell.
Right, well you've been captured by the guards as well. You come here. Terrascos?
I'm on the other side of the stairs.
You're downstairs, yes. So you're here.
I'm technically
you were next to the door.
Yes, which will bring you here. So you're on the other side of the. You're near those guys.
So I'm basically like here.
Correct.
I'm distinctively bigger than
Gonna be
everyone.
there.
No, put me further back.
Right. So we have outside Osfer the paladin, and we have Shalia who's turned into a spider. The guards are coming up. You hear a banging on the door because Magic Hand has now locked the door. Let me out! Let me out! Vargos Velikovic is obviously locked in his own, and you hear 2 masters go. Woof, woof. They're in there with him.
Oh yeah, that's why I ran away. The dogs.
It's hoping,
the dogs.
it's hoping he'll get hungry and eat the dogs.
I remember
Oh, you hit
that's
it.
why, because I saw the girl, so I was like, huh?
Okay, lads. I'm gonna roll for initiative, keeping in what we have already. No, just need the rolls. Okay. Silo.
I am. Do we hear these guys coming up from this entrance?
Turn invisible.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm already invisible.
Do you want to attack them?
No.
No.
Alright, it's fine. Just making sure. Planning ahead.
I'm just gonna.
Quiet, you!
I'm gonna take a step back and just hold my action and see what Sir Philios does. I'm just gonna whisper.
Osfer.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm just outside chilling.
Okay,
And he's still
just gonna stay outside?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I have no reason to go inside at the minute.
You didn't see the guards walk in.
So these guards were already in the house.
Yeah, they were in different parts. They're the Burgomaster's personal guard.
I don't know that the guards aren't supposed to be in this building or not.
And no, they didn't come into the house. They were in the house already.
There you go.
Remember, you broke and entered
A big mansion.
a big ass mansion when the door was locked.
We knocked the door. As the paladin, I agree.
Tarascos, what are you doing?
I'm going to put on the guards outfit that I stole from one of the guards in the Monkey Fallout.
Roll me a deception so you can bluff. 19, okay. You are successfully hidden as a guard.
And then I'm going to go to room O.
I just like the idea that
So you're staying downstairs?
No, I'm going upstairs.
Oh, you're going upstairs.
Yeah, he's
no.
following- he's
You're gonna
following-
have to pass these guys, and they might attack you because the party doesn't know you're not a guard.
I like the idea that we just go, hey, Trascus, you're with the guards.
No, they're right in the door.
Drulin, you can try and roll a strength to break free.
I will roll a strength to try and break.
Against 6 guards.
Yeah.
9.
You're still hidden now.
I'm
Shalia, you're being a sneaky spider downstairs.
Yeah.
Down here.
So, now that I'm a small spider, can I get into that room that's in the top right hand corner? Is there a small gap under
Well,
the
that
door?
one.
Yeah, there's
So you're going back into it. Well,
Is
why
there a
don't you?
small
So the rest of okay, fine. You don't want to know. You don't want to investigate the.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I've got something else on my mind.
That's fine. Make your way to the door.
Okay.
You make your way to the door, and unfortunately, the slit underneath is grating against the stone, so no, a small spider would not fit under it. Caroline, it's not like you to whisper. Sweet Caroline. Ba, da, da. Thank you.
Can I see if there are any gaps at all in the door? Like
Roll
round
me an
sides?
investigation. Investigation. Where's my shot of Prosecco?
11?
Someone
I
who's.
think you only did 8.
What?
You don't get one apparently.
Piss off. Where's my shot of Prosecco?
Yeah, he's not doing enough.
Outrageous.
Yeah,
We'll have words.
Well, when it comes up,
What do you roll?
11?
No. It still looks to you like a stone door. There doesn't appear to be any sort of traps or mechanics that will open it. I'm going to come back to you. Malik. Leohorn, sorry. That's what takes
Visibility and stay where I'm standing.
Is that a cantrip?
No, it's just my as a fireball. I can just use. I can use disguise skill, set magic out. You can turn.
So, in the blink of an eye,
one person is still in the
Philios looks around, and the room has emptied. It's just him alone. Ashley, you forgot my shot of Prosecco. My shot of Prosecco. Oh. So yes.
But yeah, I'm invisible now, so he's just starting to go, what the fuck is that?
So Philios, you're now alone with guards apparently on either side.
well, I'm going to cast Tiny Hook and make it black, and I'm going to hide in it.
You're going to what?
I'm casting Tiny Hook, makes a tiny little black square, and I'm hiding inside it.
10-foot dome around it.
Make it the same colour as like the walls.
Right,
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I'll make it the same colour as the walls. So I'll camouflage
The
all
hut,
see-
Where are they? Where are they? You there! They point to you. Where did they go?
Went down the kitchen.
To the kitchen! Hut, 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 and they carry Drulin along with them. And at this point, the door flings open, and Vargos enters through. Who is there? Where are they? Ah, I saw someone. Guards! Where are they? You hear them come back up. They come back up the stairs. Carrying Drulin again.
Before they come up the stairs, I'm going to shimmy past him and go into his office.
Okay, do me a sneak.
I'm invisible.
You can still be detected. Ah, there's the
16.
Prosecco. You snuck in. Well done.
Yes. So now I'm invisible in his office, surrounded by 2 dogs. Shit.
Thanks, babe.
I may have not thought this through. There's 2 dogs.
Yes. Now here's the other bit. Roll me a perception. Because the dogs can smell you.
I know. Yeah, but I smell like woodlands.
Yes, and you're not in the woodlands.
10.
The dogs can sniff you, and they begin to prowl slowly as they.
I'm just going to kneel down invisible and just stroke them to calm them. Animal handling. 16.
How many?
21. Both of them.
Both of them are
16,
successfully
21.
calmed, and they go back to the desk and sit down.
I'm a good ranger. Ranger? I already look like fucking Captain Planet.
At which point, you can hear the muffled conversation between Vargos and the guards. He's only found one intruder. Take him to the dungeons! They say. Hut, 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 hut. And the guards then start to leave and make their way outside. Osbert, you see the guards carrying Drulin. He looks at you.
Excuse me a minute. What are you doing with my friend, Drulin here?
He broke and entered the Burgomaster's mansion. He must go to jail. So says the Burgomaster.
Fair enough, take him away.
Hut, 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 hut. Right, well, that then
The
takes.
gods say he broke the law, he broke the law.
Well, so yeah, that's taken Drulin back to jail.
So we've just Mission Impossible this house.
Kind of. Okay, Vargos goes back to his study and begins. How do?
I've got someone's field prize.
Beautiful. So yeah, Vargos goes back to his study and begins to pen his letters. He sometimes looks up as almost as if he can sense someone there. He goes back to his letters. Right, this is going to be really difficult to manage, so you have to bear with me on this because you're all just sort of split up. Okay, Tarascos. We'll go down the room anti-clockwise. You're downstairs. Where are you going?
Don't worry, upstairs.
Oh, for God's sake! You're upstairs. You're going to. All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, it lasts 8 hours surely. People can surely still walk into the orb though.
Hey.
Yeah, they trip over. Yeah. After that. It's a 10-foot circle, it'd block off the entire hallway.
No, but I haven't let them in.
Yeah, but they can still walk into it. It's still like something there.
Yeah, they can know.
Okay, I just like that it walks forward, just the headbutt to wall.
Okay. Okay. Great. Cool. Right. Have we got all our porn star and thingies?
I think so.
We should take a selfie. Hang on. I'll put this on timer.
Wait for one more.
Wait.
The Lord.
Okay. We'll wait for one more. And I'll take a selfie.
It's fine. It's the Lord of fancy cloaks and sparkly drinks.
I mean, evidently, well, trust me, next Friday's going to be a hoot. Are you going to come for that, David?
What?
Are you coming next Friday?
I'm in Cod.
You're in what?
Holiday.
I'm on the Greek island of Cod.
Oh, look at you.
It's your drinker.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll be in Leicester, so then.
Who's the real winner here?
Okay, so Tarascos, you're making your way into the bedroom.
Yes.
Time has faded the grandeur of this master bedroom. The furnishings have lost some of their colour and splendour. A short pool rope hangs from a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling.
Go to investigate the trapdoor and see if I can pull it open.
You can. Roll me.
That's an investigation, isn't it?
You can. And you wish to pull it down? You pull down the trapdoor and a staircase descends downstairs. Pause for you there. Shalia.
I'm still downstairs.
I feel like we need more music. This is very quiet in ambience, don't we? We need some like house music. I mean, not like that. It doesn't really feel Pirates of the Caribbean-y.
Have invisible music.
Gothic. House.
Just do action music. No, just do action.
I'm not doing house. Action music for what? Nothing's happening. That's not.
Techno gothic house music. There you go.
That's not really what I wanted, but okay.
Literally have.
Oh, it's about to be an advert, isn't it? Oh, way. Ash, would you take a photo of us, please, darling? It's Drulin's last game, so we're sending him off in style.
Anyone got a phone for me?
I have. Oh, I actually know my phone's shit, so I'll take another one. Who's got a good phone? Go on, everyone, stand up.
Whose last game is it? Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. What's the reason?
Wife doesn't want me doing it.
Are we, well, are we
We're standing
standing?
up now.
It's all toasting in the middle.
To Sir Drulin of the Cursed Ring, may his ring always be cursed, and may it burn for eternity.
Yes.
There you go, took a shot load.
I wish we had an action prosecco bottle to shake it up.
Yes, spray everywhere.
Time on. 180.
What?
I've put time on already.
Oh.
You are at 180.
Well, yeah, with these, I imagine so.
20 more.
Yeah, tell Terry that. You've got to pour it in. That. I mean, take a sip, Oscar, for God's sake. No, of the shot,
Who wants mine? I don't like it.
I don't like prosecco.
I would like I said, I will gladly take
Voluntary
a shot.
tribute.
Just shot it all.
Yeah, he shot it all. It went on the table.
That is a potent cocktail of syrup.
Strong.
Yes.
Do a better in Revolution. Sorry.
Blasphemy.
It was fair.
Thank you.
I'm like the bird on the highway.
She's got 3 shots of
She's got a vodka cranberry.
I think Shaylee is going to get drunk.
Smash one here.
It's going to be practice for next Friday. I get the feeling I'm going to get slaughtered.
You are. Oh yeah, I need to tell you the drinking game rules, don't I, later? Right, okay, we're back in the room, Shaylia,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Where's Matt?
Oh, Christ. There you go.
So I'm downstairs, right? If I can't get into that room,
Mm-hmm.
can I get into B
B, you can.
as a spider still? So still leave alone.
You open the door, you sneak under the door as you're still a spider, and you see that you've entered a parlour room. This parlour contains a fine array of furnishings and draperies with an overall feminine touch.
In the room, is there like a table that I can go under that's gonna be big enough so if I turn back into a human I won't smash my head on the top of it?
No.
Okay. Okay, can I just go into like the furthest corner?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna change back into my normal half-elf self.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna cast guidance, which allows me to add 24 to my roll. So I'm gonna roll for investigation. 11, 14. So this is for. Is that high enough?
For what?
To investigate the secret item.
What secret item do you want? I'm confused.
Last week you told me I got given a secret item.
Oh,
Yes?
sorry. Yes, no, I apologise. It's not high enough.
Okay.
Remind me, who gave that to you? Because I'm a bit. Ah, yes, you did. Of course. No. I will allow you a reroll, but we'll come back to you. Philios.
I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant to peek outside my little tiny hut to check if it's safe for me to move.
The guards have left and Vargos has gone back to his
I'm
stuff.
then gonna run outside to Osfer and just chill with him.
Okay.
Let's go, yeah, then, mate. Yeah,
We'll come
do
to you in a
that.
minute. Drulin. Strength. You've actually managed to loosen the grip from one of the guards, but only another guard remains hold of you. Because they're marching, one step, two step, they don't notice you loosen the grip. Leohorn.
Is there bookcases in the Burgomaster's room?
Hundreds and hundreds. Some old, some new, some cobweb covered.
Okay, I'm going to investigate the bookcase. Investigation 21 for a book on the Yester Hill.
The what?
A book regarding to Yester Hill. Roll 21.
There is no book that has any information on Yester. However, there is a book on the lands and histories of Berovia.
I will attempt to steal it.
It comes out as notice to you with its gold inlay and green leather cover.
So that's 22.
You take the book and place it within your cloak. Osferth. Ignore the music downstairs, young man. This is scary.
You're not coming out here to tell me that we've done some shady shit, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'll say my tiny hut the whole time.
Roll to lie, deception.
It's not lying, he's been in this tiny hut.
He has, but he said he's not done some shady. He also asked, "Have you not done some shady shit? Have you?" He's like, "No."
He was the one that unlocked the door with magic.
To be fair, you probably should get advantage to do trust him.
Do you?
Yes. And I've got a high deception.
You're playing that so honestly, Osferth. I like
Okay,
it.
20.
Yeah, you're convinced.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I thought I'd come out and see what you're doing. What's happening?
I'm just chilling. Yeah, it's just chilling. Enjoying the day.
Yeah, it's nice day.
Nice
I
mood.
couldn't find Truly. Have you seen it?
Yes, actually, he got
You
too away by
watched
the guards.
it? Oh, what was that?
Watched him get taken by
Apparently,
the guards.
yeah,
No, he heard Drulin's muffled cries, and
Apparently,
yet didn't
he
think
broke
to
and
invest.
entered this house, so...
but we knocked the door and it opened.
Well, if the guards are saying that he broke and entered, who am I to argue with the guards? I mean,
You're
they
right
make
there.
the laws, they enforce the laws.
You are right there.
Exactly.
Cylon.
So, I would have seen Sophilius run down, wouldn't I?
You would have seen Civilius cast his little hut behind me, yes.
And then,
Oh, wait.
And the big
You
guy.
saw my tiny hut.
Yeah.
Why didn't you join? Why didn't you come into my tiny hut?
you're gone now, aren't you?
I'm gone now.
Yeah, I would have followed him downstairs.
Okay.
Get the hell out of it, because I don't know where Leohorn's gone, because he's invisible as well.
And then suddenly, Osferth, Cylon appears, revealing himself from the invisibility.
You've not done any shady shit, have you?
No, not
Roll.
personally.
Hey, what's up, Simon?
Oh, 7?
Osferth, you begin to doubt the truth in Cylon's words.
I don't quite believe you. Do you want to expand on
I was just following Sophilius.
Whoa, how dare you bring me into... How dare you slander my name?
Sophilius, roll
Roll what?
charisma.
Charisma? 15.
Okay, keep going.
Roll again.
No, just keep talking.
Yeah, how dare you slander my name?
You're the one that opened the Burgomaster's door and then closed
Wait,
it.
this is the Burgomaster's house?
Yes,
Did
I
you not
know.
know?
No.
Did you not see
Yeah,
Druid
no, that's
getting
what
carried away by the guards?
All I was
That's what I
told is that he broke and entered. Oh, yes, the Burgomaster's house, yes.
I entered,
He's the one who-
realised it was the Burgomaster's house and left it. That's why I
He's the
came
one that
with
broke
you.
the door. He used some form of spell.
No, you don't know that. Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I saw you do it.
So you used the spell to break and enter this house?
I knocked the door.
Granted, you did knock the door.
I guess I'm going to have to fix this shit then.
Druid's been arrested. I don't know where anyone else is. Leohorn's honestly somewhere up
It
there.
looked abandoned, so I'll be honest, I didn't use my spell to open the door because I was curious, and then as soon as I realised it was the actual awake house with people in it, I left, as I did.
So what you're telling me is that you saw a cause for concern and you entered
Yes.
the house?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. See, I can believe that. What were you doing?
I was following his lead. I was just concerned as Sophilius was. I just thought it basically invisible in case someone didn't think I should be there. Well, cause a ruckus.
There's nothing like
Druid's house.
I can't do anything now because if I enter the house, it's trespassing and that's breaking the law. So I guess we just have to wait for the rest of the day and I'll have to punish you guys later on.
Why are you looking at your only know that they're in there?
What's that sound?
Sounds like the church is come to pray. I take a knee and pray to
Do you remember how long we've got into
I think that
You start to see people making their way. The town of Valaki starts to rustle and get busy, and the crowd starts to gather in the centre of town.
We're gonna. We're just gonna. I don't know that because
You notice as well from the clock tower that the clock has struck 12.
Afternoon or evening? This is
Roll me an investigation to determine if it's his afternoon or evening.
I'm not very investigative. I'm not very investigative.
Would anyone else like to try?
Yes. 21.
Yes.
Despite being in a land full of darkness and fog, you can tell by the stars and the moon's alignment that it is actually 12 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Wait, I could go to brunch.
Yeah.
Was that
Like cakes, anyone?
What about everyone else?
Also, if I'm noticing a different kind of demeanour since you killed Malik,
I found a new lease of life.
I don't think Tier's going to be happy with this lease of life.
That gives us 16 hours
breaking
before
the law.
goes boom.
You're just being too chill about it.
It's because I can't break the law to bring people to justice.
Remember as well that a paladin who enacts is guilty of consequence.
But a paladin who breaks the law to act also.
I'm not telling you to break the law, I'm telling you that you can be guilty by inaction.
Okay.
You take action.
I've already explained to him my side, so he's forgiven me.
I'm not arguing this.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to do something then, guys.
I
I'll walk as close to the door as I can without stepping over the threshold.
Oh, wait.
And shout, guys, get out of here! You're breaking and entering.
Yeah, how loud are you shouting?
As loud as I can.
Roll me.
I'm gonna
Roll
give
me
it-
charisma.
I'm gonna cast
Is it not-
thaumaturgy
is
on
it
him to
charisma?
boom his voice 3 times louder.
Maybe performance?
No, charisma.
His voice is now 3 times louder as well.
He's not trying to convince anyone. He's just trying to make his voice louder. So I do it for
That's
charisma.
how I find it in performance because you're.
All right, fine. Performance. What do you roll?
Performance 10.
Remember, I think
You shout, but not loud enough to reach the whole house. Taraskos cannot hear you, but everyone else can. However, Vargos Malakovic can hear you as well. Who is leaving the house? Diero.
No, not yet.
Roll me sneak to say hidden.
Can I cast guidance?
jump on the back of it. Ask me later.
Go for it. Go for it.
Sneak, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 11.
If you would stay there, you would be found.
Oh, okay, fine. I guess I'm leaving.
You hear and see Shelley appear and Diero appear, but you also see the thumping footsteps from down the steps of Vargas Valakovic appear at the doorway. We'll pause there. Diero. Your turn.
I'm outside.
Yes. Do you have a go at me if I knocked him out and we ran away?
Right, the Vargas is coming down the stairs. Do you think we should leave?
Well, I think you guys need to make amends for breaking and entering his house.
I don't think he's going to take too kindly to that.
You've committed a crime, you need to make amends or serve some kind of punishment. Where's the justice in breaking the law and just leaving? There is none. And your silence proves to me that you know that I'm right. So we'll wait for Vargas. You guys will make it up to him that you've broken into his house, and then we'll be on our merry way.
We're going to go on our merry way to the dungeon.
We'll be sent to the dungeon.
Well, we're up.
We can't exactly break him out because that's breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
Am I outside with them at this point?
You are not.
Okay.
Vargas has also not yet appeared. This is happening for Diero.
So Diero, you wait there and await your punishment. Because there will be a punishment. Same for you, Cylon. Same for Sir Philios. And everyone
Jesus
else.
Christ.
It's because you told him to be back to how he usually was.
Yeah.
This is your
We'll
fault.
pause there. Taraskos, the only one that has remained hidden in the mansion, you hear everyone starting to leave. You're making your way upstairs to the door that's been pulled down, I believe. Let's find our map. You have pulled your way up the trap door.
Okay, because I imagine there to be dark. Will dark vision work?
Yes, it will.
Okay, so I will use dark vision to navigate my way to S.
You notice that the wooden rafters are shrouded in cobwebs, except for a table with a lantern on it. The room is empty, and you're making your way to S. You open the door, and you see before you a large room. This attic is full of old, forgotten things draped in white sheets. Piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. You see a clear footpath through the maze.
Can I do a history check to see how long it's been there for?
That'd be investigation, not history. You have no idea.
Okay, could I also do a investigation to see if there is anything that is striking in chests?
Roll me an investigation on the room again.
13.
You find not much within the room, but the footpath appears to lead through the middle. As you can see the line, you can see the footpath. It leads around and takes you through to the door on the other side.
I'll follow my way to the door and stop. See if I can hear anything on the inside.
You hear nothing on the other side of the room.
I'll cast invisibility.
You enter the room. The first thing you notice is that someone has carved a large skull into the back of the door. Hanging from the doorknob is a wooden sign that reads, "All is not well." Suddenly, you feel dizzy and you faint. You come to, and again you find yourself back at the front door. The door to the workroom. You see the sign again, but this time you hear a young man's voice beyond.
Hello?
There is no sound back.
Can I hear to see if he's saying anything?
Nope. Roll me investigation. You hear someone reading aloud from what appears to be something in a different tongue.
What?
Roll me an intelligence. Arcana.
21.
You can tell that what they're pronouncing from beyond the door seems to be some kind of teleportation spell. However, the spell is being read poorly. Roll me history. You can't deduce it, but you feel like you may be able to learn this spell as well if you were to read from the book. However, you know for a fact that the spell is being read poorly. Roll me investigation. We'll pause it there. And we're back to the rest of the group. You see before you, Shalia has appeared at the doorway and walked over to you, Oscar. However, at the same time, just as Shalia makes her way to you, Vargos Valakovich has walked in and said, "What are you doing here?" He says,
I was standing outside. These guys apparently broke into your house.
"They what?"
Yeah, they broke into your house.
And he shouts, "Guards! Guards!"
Whoa, 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 whoa. Before you arrest them, I know arresting's kind of your thing. You arrested me once before.
Yes, for being unhappy. Are you happy?
No, I'm not happy. But we'll get to that in a minute. Listen, can we make it up to you another way, apart from serving time? Do you like gold?
I want you to be happy. Are you happy?
Well, I can't force being
He
happy.
says in a gruff, angry, low, insubordinate tone.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy, guys.
I'm going to whisper in his ear because I'm still invisible.
He flicks away as if like nothing was there.
I can't force myself to be happy. I know you had this kind of.
You hear off in the distance. Hut, 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 hut.
Burgo Master, if that's the case, you've just got to take him away because we're all happy.
Oh, I win. He will go.
Before you arrest me, because I'll gladly be arrested. If you think I'm breaking the law, then I'm going to be breaking the law. You make the rules. But before you arrest me, your wife and I had a little chat.
What did you say?
See, me and your wife had a quite a lovely chat.
Yeah, they chatted.
He walks over and gets straight up to your face. Say that again.
Your wife and I had a lovely chat. A couple of days ago. Well, no, it was probably only yesterday, really. This place
He
makes
looks at you with anger and his fists start shaking. He's
Are you
trembling.
not happy?
He puts his hand to his dagger.
He's not worth it. Do I notice that?
No, roll me perception.
I'm just going to keep whispering in his ear.
He's not worth it. 12.
You don't notice it.
Okay. Yeah. She told me that Strahd has been visiting her in the night.
He gets angrier with that look.
And despite you guys being happy, he still visits her. So being happy doesn't really mean shit.
You saying that as a paladin? Okay,
I'm going to whisper in deception.
He's not worth it.
You're saying it to.
Well, I'm still invisible, so I'm literally.
You're saying it to Vargas?
Yeah, whispering into the back of his ear.
You roll deception.
13.
Let me tell you something. Boy, I have kept this town safe for so long.
Man boy.
And I'm not allowed to allow some upstart pretty boy ruin it for everyone.
And with that, he takes his knife. Roll me dexterity.
I was going to say I'm going to attempt to grab his hand as well to stop him.
Acrobatics.
Oh, 3.
16.
Mm-mm. He takes the knife, the dagger, and stabs straight into your shoulder blade. At which point you hear the guards. Hut, 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 hut.
My lord, is everything alright?
I've just, now that I did an attack, or tried to grab him, I've now just become like 8 foot self going, hello, behind
just-
So it's literally just me and Pig going, boom!
Now the guards are here, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth and ask him, are you happy?
Yes! God, take me to the jail!
Of course I'm not happy! Oh crap.
God! Take this man away for being unhappy.
I am the Lord of Valaki! No one takes me away! Guards! Take them away!
The guards not, well...
The guards are confused.
I go, well, clearly this is a corrupt system then.
He is unhappy.
If you're unhappy,
He must be
you're
in
not
the
taken away,
dungeons.
but you're taking
Oh, by
us
the way,
away.
you dropped to a knee, you're prone.
If you're taking us away for being unhappy,
And
why are you not
10
coming with
HP.
us? Why are you not coming with us to jail? Because you're unhappy.
Guards! Muzzle the dog!
The guards walk over. Hut, 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 hut.
Can I try and stop this?
You can. Acrobatics.
That's really okay. 20. Unnatural.
The guard reaches out and you bounce back.
I said muffle him!
Another guard appears behind you.
I'm going to try and dart away.
Acrobatics.
Sorry guys, you're on your own.
running away.
Can I attempt to get back up?
Roll me to.
Nat 20, nat 20.
Roll me a strength.
Yes!
Another guard appears to grab you, but you literally backflip over and you strum your corner. Boing! Aha!
Bring it, bitch!
I rolled a nat 20 as well.
You back up, you take the blade out of your shoulder, and now you're pissed.
Okay. Can I?
We're gonna kill him by
So are we right next to each other?
He's taken a step back, but more or less.
Okay. I'd like to kind
Can we
of.
also? No, we're not going to do it actually.
I'd like to lean in as close as I can to him, so it's just me and him, and I'd like to whisper, "Corruption is a crime." And I draw my longsword.
Would you steal a handbag? Would you steal a car?
You wouldn't shit in the policeman's hat and deliver it to the grieving widow of the wife.
And then steal it again!
Then steal it again! Piracy is a crime. You could wind up dead.
Boy,
these adverts are getting tough.
I'm going to attempt to pick him up, put him on the step and go, time out.
Wait, no, hang on. We have to go in an order, right? So you've had your turn, you've had your turn. Diero. You're seeing this all unfold.
Yes.
I think the paladin needs a knock on the head or a word from his god, because I don't know what he's playing out right now.
He's just having. I'm just invoking justice.
You are, that's true. You're turning more into a vengeance paladin, I think.
That is my oath.
Oh.
A vengeance?
He's a vigilante.
Does that mean you're angry at yourself because you must avenge Malik's death?
It just means that he...
I'm angry at all the injustice.
Think of like... Have you ever played World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in World of Warcraft, there are paladins, and then there's a faction called the Scarlet Crusade, where in paladins of the Alliance, they tolerate the Forsaken because they have broken free of the dominion of the undead. They have their own free will. The Scarlet Crusade, however, do not allow that because they perceive undead as undead. They're all one and the same. You can't have two different kind of factions.
You're an evil demon, not a demon that's not good.
There cannot be good or bad demon, there's just demon. There cannot be good or bad zombie, there's just zombie.
Okay. Yeah, that's what
A paladin of lawful good can see the difference. So think of Geralt, if you've ever played The Witcher. He kills monsters, and monsters can be humans, but monsters themselves can also be good. Scarlet Crusade or Vengeance Paladin sees only one thing: good and bad. There is no middle. There is no middle ground in between.
I remember reading in the player's handbook that it said, like, with the Oath of Vengeance, that there is, like, no redemption for the wicked. Like, you're either evil and you break the law, or you don't.
There's no coming back. There is no forgive and forget. There is, you. Think of him as if, alright, Game of Thrones. He's Stannis Baratheon.
Yes, that's how I like to see myself.
A good act does not wash out the bad, nor the bad the good.
And a great leader.
I was going to say more the hound. He kills for the kid.
When are you going to kill your kid?
That's the show, not the books.
Not the books. The show, the show Stannis Baratheon is based, and best
So who's
Stannis is
Melisandre, and we're...
this is what I mean. So the book Stannis Baratheon is amazing, and he's still alive.
Yes.
And he's actually about to storm Winterfell and win, because it's fucking Stannis Baratheon. But the TV show Stannis Baratheon, horrendous.
So he's Melisandre, even though he brought Jon
Anyways, we're
Snow.
getting way off tangent. He's a vengeance paladin.
Okay.
Right, so, Diero.
Yes. So,
Constantly, they're so strong.
we all, while he's have this discussion with the bargainers, are we just next to him?
Yes. You're both just kind of watching it happen.
Yeah, we're sort of like to the side. I was whispering to them.
Yes, so, clearly Osworth is stopping, he's carrying out his justice. He needs us to be punished for breaking it.
I'm not a fan of being punished right now.
I don't fancy it.
Well, maybe you should talk to him. Silent.
Convince him not to be a dude.
What do you think we should do? Burger Master or Oscar?
Does anyone want anything else?
Not for now, thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the arrow by the shoulder and misty step away as far as I can.
So we're leaving ourselves.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. We are out.
In fresh.
Is that a cantrip?
No, it's a second level spell.
Alright, roll it.
Just to know, we've got 16 hours before the bomb goes off in Palanquin. And everyone's using the spells
Actually,
now.
you've got 12 hours.
You said it was 4 in the morning when she told us it was 24 hours.
Jesus, someone's been keeping track, fair enough.
And also, these are all using the spells before
Actually,
anything
no.
goes wrong.
Actually, no, technically, in reality, he said 1 in the morning. Like,
No,
we said
it's
4.
4, it's-
We said 4, but he said no, it'll be somewhere around 1.
I did actually.
He did say that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
Simon.
just makes it worse.
Yeah, I know.
You have successfully stepped back,
Yeah.
and you're out of the area.
I'm not sure how far. I think it's.
Osperth, you notice that Diero and Cylon have left.
I was like, under my breath. You cowards.
Hey, can I ask? Are these the same guards that Nick
Yeah,
me?
because I took it with me.
No, Drulin, roll me a strength.
To touch him and then.
Now I've got one hand free, can I use
You got
my
an
sleight of
advantage.
hand to try and release
You
the
can.
guard? Because I'm better with sleight of hand. 20, not that.
You have escaped, and you see you successfully remove the shackle from your other arm, and you drop down, but you fall straight to the ground and you bury yourself in the mud. The two guards behind where you were in the middle step over you, push you further into the mud. You grunt, but your grunt is muffled by the mud.
I've also got a gag on me.
You look back up, a face full of mud, and just see the guys going hup, 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 hup. They don't dare break rank or break discipline, so they don't even notice you're gone. You're now free,
I'm outside the house.
and you are free to explore
I like the fact we chose to go to a different place, and now we've spent like an hour trying to go.
the town of Valaki.
Good. Whereabouts am I? Well, I wouldn't know.
It'll be.
You would be about here. Because they were taking you there. So you're here.
Obviously, I've heard the noises, these things going off the clock, and people talking. I know there's going to be some sort of festival. Can I hear sort of people moving towards the festival?
You see people starting to gather past the jailhouse and in the market. That's where they seem to be gathering.
The wailing woman.
So can I move quietly towards that area? Let
You
me
can.
crowd.
But you also notice a light flickering from this house here.
Yeah. Just a light.
But what's more interesting is that the house, every other house has turned their lights off. All the candles have dimmed.
Okay, can I move up to the house and just investigate it?
So that's where I open the door and slap you.
Yeah.
I might just sit down and read my book.
Well.
Memento.
You guys are drinking this.
It's lightweight, isn't it?
Yeah. Every sip I can taste the vodka.
I'm feeling it. Hang on.
Maybe you should have tried to mix it a little.
You see before you a stockyard. Beyond the houses are several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads Arisic Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon, its colourful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on the sides of its house spells out and reads Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door.
That was thingy.
Past
Wasn't it?
the wagon, you see the lights from the house.
Strahd.
You look inside and see a shadowy figure. But what also you notice is a workshop. You look above this sign and you see the sign of a coffin. You deduce that this is a coffin maker's shop.
I'm going to knock on the door.
You got no. There's two choices. There's the door, the shop, or the wagon.
Right. Can I go investigate the wagon?
You walk up to the door that leads into the wagon and find that it's locked.
That didn't stop us last
Can I
time.
use my thieves tools to try and get
Pick lock.
You've successfully unlocked the wagon, and the door opens up. The wagon suddenly lurches, as though something big has thrown itself against the inside wall. You hear the cracking of wood, the scraping of metal, and the snarl of something inhuman. As the door opens, you see a human husked over. Their fingers grow longer. The hair grows larger. Their nose transforms into a snout, and you see the drool beneath. Before you are two glowing eyes. You then hear a "Ooh!" as it jumps out of the wagon. It jumps onto the rooftops and makes its way towards the moon. It's running in the distance of the moonlight. Roll me an investigation.
You just stumbled across all that.
it would say 16.
You see on the floor a wooden coffer, a book, and 3 symbols. Which would you like to investigate? Which?
Well, the symbols.
Roll me.
That one.
Oh, there's a picture.
The 3 wooden holy symbols are inlaid with silver and have the shape of a sunburst on each. But that's all I can tell you, because you rolled in that one. You also notice a short sword flickering. Not with steel, but with something else. You see a crossbow inlaid with a mother of pearl and a bundle of 20 crossbow bolts, again with a metal that is not steel. A worn leather case with gold buckles that approximates the worth of 100 gold pieces. Inside containing 3 sharpened wooden stakes, a sack of garlic, a jar of salt, and a box of holy waters. 6 vials of holy water, a polished steel mirror, and a bone scroll tube with a silver stopper. The tube contains a scroll. Pause you there. Oscar.
Yes.
Cylon and Diero have left you. Philios, Shalia, and Lohorn are still there.
Comrades, there's been an injustice. The Burgomaster has corrupted his power and his political guidance over the city, and we need to stop him.
Roll me a performance charisma.
Zone is the truth.
No, it's already on. Zone of Truth's already on. 8.
You do not convince them.
Dilly dilly!
I can see by your faces that you do not believe me or you do not care, but I feel compelled to try and stop this man.
Are you charging alone?
It depends on whether my comrade will join me.
I'll join him.
Anyone else?
Are we fighting? We're fighting him.
Oh, fuck it.
We're bringing him to justice.
Right, okay.
It is your free will to abandon me.
I can't
But if you don't,
I
and
can't.
we fall,
Good.
our names will go down in history.
I can't abandon you because I'm good. Yes,
I will
I'm
help
with
you.
you.
Shalia?
Let's fight.
Not that I don't agree that the Burgomaster is corrupt and clearly something is going on here, but I feel like we've got a slightly bigger problem that we should be dealing with instead. Apparently Strahd's minions are supposed to be invading this town come nightfall. Should that not be our priority at this point? If we don't try and do something to stop that, potentially a lot of villagers are going to die. Yes, the Burgomaster is obviously corrupt, and whatever his plan is about keeping the town happy is probably not going to work. But I feel like the villagers are more important at the moment. Should we not be trying to save them instead?
Yeah, but maybe he's the one that's causing the thingies to turn blind up.
But are we convinced that he's in league with Strahd?
I say we come back to this town could be long gone soon. I say we deal with the like this whole place can be
Kill it.
and stuff.
You wanna kill
So
it?
we deal with the instant like she said, I agree with that, and then come back
And then we
bring him to justice.
I mean, if you want to
can get on board with
Yes.
You no longer can seem to hear yourselves talk amongst the sound of bells.
Is this the next one? 12 p.m.
But yeah, we spent an hour arguing.
No, 12 hours. 12 hours.
This is not another 12-hour time. However, you see Vargas Volakovic straighten up. He adjusts his tie, fastens his cloak. He looks to his guard and says, "Men, it's time. We will deal with you later."
We'll see you there.
He leaves with his men.
Let's see what direction he's going
See,
in.
guys, I knew he was scared of us.
He is going in the direction down here.
Let's go to N9.
We're gonna hold you there. We're gonna hold you there. I'm gonna hold you there.
We need to get everyone together.
This is a really strong cocktail.
I'm gonna start.
Everyone's looking slightly rosy cheeked. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you a little tipsy though?
I just down mine.
Oh God.
God, yeah, I down it.
I just did. I just asking the wrong person.
Projectile bombing on this table.
Okay, definitely.
Sure as the damn shut.
Okay, Tarascos.
You're still
Oh, you're still in that trap.
Yeah,
You're still just like.
What are you doing? Oh, sorry. I forgot. The door opens. You see, in the centre of the room, perched on a stool, is a thin, young man with a premature streak of grey in his dark hair. He cradles an open, leather-bound book in his arms.
I'm going to veil myself from being invisible so that he can see me.
He continues to look at his book and pays no mention of you. You see, however, in the room are bones of cats, skeletons of humans, and femurs once belonging to children. You see a painting in the corner that shows Vargas Valakovich, his wife, and a child. You see on the floor a painted circle. Roll me investigation. You see as well a trunk. Roll me a Arcana.
7.
You notice that the circle painted on the floor is a teleportation circle, which matches up with what you were hearing from the boy. Again, he continues to try and cite the spell, but reads it brokenly. He's still not paying any attention to you.
Can I? Is it possible to stand behind him and read the book?
And what, sorry?
Is it stand behind him and read the book?
Sneak. Stealth.
9.
As you take one step, we hear you step on the femur of a child's bone. Victor turns and goes, "Ah! Hi. How you doing?"
All men do this. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
What are you doing up there?
You are dressed as one of his guards, remember?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, he's still a guard.
What are you reading there?
Nothing.
Kill him.
But I'm interested to hear you read it.
Shouldn't you be with the rest of the guards?
Burgomaster sent me up there
Why would you refer to my father as the Burgomaster?
because he's my loyal.
But you would say Lord Valakovich. Who are you?
I need to talk with respect.
Deception roll.
Wrong with deception. I really have to pee.
19.
Oh, you're a superior. Well, sorry. Who are you?
I'm one of his private guards. I sent him here to see how you are.
I'm fine. Go away now.
I'm interested to see what you're reading.
No, go away now.
Kill him, he'll never know.
I don't insist. Go away or my father will hear about this.
Persuade him.
Knock him out.
Persuade him to give
out. That's illegal. Intimidate him. Punch him in the face.
Steal it.
That's illegal. Please do not make me say it again.
You can just
Okay.
hear on the wind. It's.
Now what?
Yeah, so my dad's definitely going to hear about this. Can you now go? Or I'll make you go.
You can try it.
You're gonna get teleported. You're gonna get
He
teleported.
reaches out with his hand. Oh, God. He reaches out with his hand. God, I'll for this, and God, I'll for this, and God, I'll for this, and God, I'll for this.
I like this. Stop.
Roll me dexterity.
No, you stop that.
Oh, where's my D100?
Oh, this don't sound good.
40. 100.
You get
60.
Is that damage?
Yes.
You're dead.
Oh, wow.
Gee, this is a powerful child.
It's percentage damage.
He chants louder and louder and louder and louder. The room fills with light, and the light spreads like a force field. It takes hold and grips you apart. You go from the door, and you're flung out of the mansion. You fly and hit a tree, and you drop.
Oh shit.
Roll me a saving throw.
Oh shit, you've now won.
Oh!
Crack your neck.
You've got 2 saving throws left.
Oh, is he about to die?
10 or above for a save, let's say.
9.
No, no.
Oh shit!
Roll it again because it kind of dripped.
Drill. That's 1.
Oh,
Taraskos.
Oh.
Just to let you know,
Sometimes they say curiosity killed the cat.
just to let you know, you should have given us a chance to try and stabilise you if you just been hit to 1. We could have stabilised you and saved you.
There's no one there to stabilise him.
Yeah, but there's 3 still outside the house. You
No.
He
was flogged.
That's the front door.
Oh,
he went out.
He went that way.
Oh, fuck.
We'll take a short recess. Alright, cool. So, look, okay? I want to read this bit out to you, just so you know that that wasn't me.
Okay.
Because this is a D10. Right? That's a D10.
I wasn't saying you were going to be a mess. You're just like, oh, this kid's out.
The spell is cast, takes 3 D10 force damage. The person isn't teleported anywhere. If this damage reduces the creature to 0 hit points, I'm actually being really nice. If this damage reduces the creature to 0 hit points, the creature is disintegrated.
Will you let him do the same?
Because I don't want to just kill him. I'm reading that right there. And as well, like, I was also being kind because. So, Simon, did you hear that?
No.
I'll read it out loud again.
Jesus.
The spell is cast, takes 3. I didn't make it up. The spell is cast, takes 3 D10 force damage, and isn't teleported anywhere because they're thrown back. If this damage reduces the creature to 0 hit points, the creature is disintegrated.
So we did. Wait, how much damage?
No, I gave him the saving throws to try and redeem him. Thing is, oh god.
How much level is he? How much damage did he do then? 3d10.
You have to understand, right, Meta. Victor,
Yeah, what did he get then?
the son of Vargos, is learning black magic.
Oh, well, we didn't know that.
No,
So-
because you were failing the investigation.
His spells are like all powered up.
Yes!
Ah, so how much damage did he do in total?
He's in a body full of bones, man.
He's an idiot that don't know what he's doing, so he's literally going, I've got a gun.
So he is. There's no chance of us saving him because he's disintegrated.
I didn't say he was disintegrated.
Right.
Can I run over it? Oh no!
We failed the saving
Can't we
throw.
should have just been instantly
Can't we
dead?
do that level favour?
Huh?
Do I still owe him a favour after death?
You can ask your god to bring him back.
Yeah, you can claim.
Yes.
Resurrect him. Someone keep his body. When I get the second spell, I will resurrect him.
Oh, God, how rotten is everyone at point?
No, but think like this way.
I feel bad. I don't like killing characters, but like I had no choice.
No, technically you haven't killed any characters yet. Osworth has.
I kind of have.
Now you have.
Oh.
Technically, he's slain Malik. Surely he could ask his god for a favour. I've killed it. I've killed a darkened man.
You're here anyway.
Yeah, because I know I'm here on Tuesday.
Good. Are we aware of our consequences when we just try and be dicks?
Exploring on your own.
Maybe, don't antagonize a child who's reading a spell book in a room full of bones.
Yeah, but if you got a nat 20,
Stick together, guys.
Said to you.
Thank you, Julie.
Work as a
I was
party.
potentially going to try and investigate that because you hadn't told us that information, I couldn't
If
look
I'm
into
quick,
it
then I
without
do
it
cure
being like
wounds.
meta.
In my defence,
Look it out.
that was a couple of sessions ago.
And I'm the only one taking it.
Technically, that's your favourite page.
Searching for me.
That's not the song. Right, we're going to come back to it. We're going to stay on Tarascus and we're going to go to Drulin, okay?
I'm just sat
Can
reading
I look
my
at the
book.
book? See what that says.
That's not what I wanted. What the fuck is that?
So you
Don't say it's fucking dark chanting when it's not.
You'd want Gregorian chanting.
I didn't want to be fake.
If we see
my
his
body's
body,
got justice, so
someone
where's
get
the
Grog back
justice
to carry
in
it.
letting him die?
He was killed. Technically, he was killed in cold blood.
We'll convince him. We'll
So
do
your
your
favour would be to avenge it?
Yeah, your vengeance would be to.
To kill the little kid?
Yeah.
Oh god, where's the justice in that? I've got to kill the
Right.
Kill the paladin, he's boring.
The body of Tarascos lies. He's slumped on the tree. His hand. Why are you crying? His hand drops to the ground. He feels the land of Berovia around him as his spirit wanes and pulls to the afterlife. The ground and grass grows higher, and the tree begins to draw him in. He's absorbed by the tree, his body entwined by the roots. He hears a question. Do you accept the gift?
The gist.
He accepts the gift. The tree sprouts forth. Fire rises from the house behind Burgomaster's mansion. Embers fly in the air and drops Tarascos' body once more. He brings forth his head, he looks up, and his eyes flicker with red. He's alive, but barely.
Good. We don't have to resurrect him. I'll carry
You didn't know he was dead.
No, but you don't know where I am.
Do we see the house on fire?
You see the tree on fire.
The tree on fire.
Would anyone like a drink? Oh. Oh dear. Chloe, did you make these porn star martinis? Did you just pour vodka in them? Because what the hell? It's all we can taste.
They taste amazing.
Oh my god! You're missing the fight of the century.
Wait, guys.
Oh my god!
Let's talk.
The recipe I read was supposed to make 2.
Huh? You poured into one.
No, I thought, well, there's plenty of room in the shaker. I'll make 3 in one go.
Oh, God.
So I put in 3 doses. So that was 6 shots of vodka. And then that only made 2. So I've got effectively like 3.5 shots of vodka, 1.5 shots of passion fruit liqueur.
Congratulations, you've drugged us. We're all feeling a bit merry. He's the only sober one here.
So you got good drinks. Who's having a drinks?
We're just doing a D&D fight.
Do it, D&D fight. Because they're learning from when we did it. You've got to stand up and do it. You've got to stand up and do it.
Yeah, we're both just roll
Out free. Remember.
Right, now punch it.
1.
That's 1.
15. 17.
That's rule. Yep, 1-1.
16. 14. 2-1. 12. 5. Woo!
There you go.
It's straight for me.
Pizza instead.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? What do you want?
I just want
Margarita?
Can I also read it? The thing is, I don't know what.
Okay.
We do like
That's pretty badass, I gotta say. I like that.
chorizo, chicken, ham, jalapenos.
Do you do the, like,
sweet
veggies?
corn? Yeah, sweet corn, peppers, onions.
They do a lot of meat. See, like we used to cook all the meat last week.
Yeah.
When you guys first started.
Okay. Hey, we're back in the room.
Yeah, by the way, just saying, our plan was, if you did die, get Grognak to carry him until we learn the resurrection stuff.
The thing is, bodies start to decompose, and I would not be allowing that. You can't carry someone like, don't worry, we'll resurrect you in a bit.
Rognak's in the
Does
basement.
anybody know a free
No,
spell?
you fucking
I could have taken a spell that.
Okay. Tarascos, Drillin.
Right, there's a book there inside the thing. I want to have a look at it.
Roll me a history, please.
Oh, my history. Shit.
Are you very historical?
Not one.
It's a book.
It's a book.
It's a green leather. It has a green leather cover and indecipherable notes in the margins.
It's a book.
Put it in your thing.
Screw that. I'll take it.
Are you taking the holy symbols as well?
I'm taking the book.
Lovely.
Take everything.
I'm taking everything there.
Roll me an investigation on the sword, the crossbow, and the bolts.
One each, honest.
Yes, so 3 investigations.
Sword 19.
You notice as you hold the sword up to the light, as you hold the sword up to the light, it glistens the way steel would not, and there seems to be almost a sparkle to it. The sword is made of pure silver.
Next one. 21.
Because you rolled so well on the first, you compare the metal to the crossbow and the bolts, and deduce that they're all made of silver.
Silver weapons. Ooh, there's a werewolf. I'm pretty sure that was bad.
So these for hunting.
I'm taking all this shit. I'm gonna give it to people who need it.
When Julian dies at the end of the session.
Oi, who said I'm gonna die?
Yeah, who said that?
I might just disappear for a bit.
Okay, that's all that's in the wagon. That's all that's in the wagon.
Yeah, I'm taking whatever's there.
He's taking the scrolls though. He's taking the vial with the scrolls. Alright, so what are we doing?
Find the rest. I'm gonna try and find the rest of the party, so I need to know where.
What about the shop? What about the shop?
What?
What about the shop?
Oh, right, you want me to go in there?
This is the point where I go.
Oh, I will try and use my locker.
I didn't say the door was locked.
This is when he goes to the shop and goes, would you like to buy some food?
Oh, you! Is there a fucking coffin in there anybody wants?
You hear the footsteps. And the door opens. You see before you a grey, wrinkled figure. Pull back their hood, and the lurching of the figure stops, and they stand upright. Yes. Hello there.
Hello.
How do you do?
Could do better, but I'm joyful. Always joyful in this place. Are you joyful?
I'm very well.
Good, good.
My name is Vasily Van Holtz.
Vaseline?
Welcome to my coffin shop. Come.
Do you have a lot of call for coffins in this place?
I have a lot of buddies. That's what keeps me in business.
That sounds fun.
Yes.
No, oh god, I'm gonna follow you in.
What do you want with my coffin shop?
I don't have a bloody clue.
Oh, that's a shame.
Let me have a think. What do you want?
What do I want? What now?
What do you do here? What is your business?
I make coffins, of course. What else would I do here?
Is
You're here. And he stands there, frozen, and waits for you to respond. Every time he's not talking, he just stands like this.
Hello.
A frozen grin on his face. His eyes locked on you.
Is there anything you need?
No. You? A coffin, perhaps?
I might need one sooner or later, the way things are going.
Oh, we all need one sooner or later.
True, but I am a few hundred years away from dying.
Of course.
Of course, I am an elf. Of course.
Oh, such a shame.
Yes, a shame. Have you had any particularly important coffins to make recently?
Of course.
Who was that for?
Everyone's.
Nobody of particular importance?
No. Just yours.
Just a coffin maker. Well, it was lovely to see you. I don't have a clue what to do here, so I'm going to go find my friends and tell them I don't.
Friends?
Well, actually, they're not.
Do they have coffins?
No.
Such a shame.
Yes.
I'll make them for them.
Yes, I would suggest you make one for each of them. There's about 9 or 10 of them.
And yours?
Okay, goodbye.
Yours is already made.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like to see it?
Oh, just show me to the fucking coffin.
Of course! And you make your way into room A.
Ooh, wonderful coffin.
Because this always ends well.
Yes, just a coffin.
The shop is uninvited, and you see that there are 2 stories tall. You make your way into the back. arranged haphazardly about the floor of this musty L-shaped room are 13 wooden coffins.
13. That's a suspicious number.
It's a lucky number!
Yeah, I don't think it's that lucky. But anyway.
But look! There's yours! And he opens the coffin. Would you like to try?
It's a little bit too early to be trying. But
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100% sure.
Why is that?
I don't want to die yet. Thank you.
Who said you were dying? I asked if you wanted to try.
It's a spiritual thing.
I see.
As part of my religion as an elf, we believe that we move on to another life. Our souls are reborn, so we don't get into coffins until we're ready to be reborn. And I'm not ready to be reborn!
Oh, such a shame.
I'm going to fuck off out of there.
Just stop there for a second.
Thank you. Don't go in the coffin shop. Just die, I was like, don't go in the coffin shop. What is that?
You notice that all the coffins bar the 13th begin to move.
Oh, for God's sake.
He looks back at you with a grin.
You're gonna have to kill him on your own.
He stands there by the door.
You're gonna have to kill him.
Oh, they're awake.
You're gonna have to kill him.
I'm backing towards the door.
Oh, you're backing into me. Where are you going?
I'm going to get my friends. They all need coffins. Would you like me to bring my coffin friends?
I would.
Oh, well, they're all coffins, so
There's
around
two
here.
doors. Try and go out the back.
I'm just going to try and get out of there.
How?
There's a back door.
I don't know. I'm just going to run to the door.
Which?
Never the front door.
That door.
Yeah.
Roll me a dexterity. And then athletics.
13, dexterity.
You start to run, but he grabs you by the collar and goes, "Where are you going? Come back! Don't be silly. Meet my guest!"
No one knows where Truman is.
God, I don't care. Oh, well, at least if I die as an elf, I will be reborn.
Who said you're going to die? Just meet my guest.
I don't want to be your guest, if that's alright.
No.
Because I don't.
Will you bring your friends back?
I will. If you let me go, I will bring my friends here.
Oh, okay, you'll go. Come back though,
I will
yes?
definitely come back.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
And you run out, and as the door shuts behind you, the lights go out. But you hear off in the distance. Thunder begins to take off in the distance. The thunder, lightning, very, very frightening beat. You hear the thunder and the rain grow louder. It's back to the map.
While everything's going on, I've just been reading my book. I'm taking some leisure time reading my book.
Where's my... There it is. Okay, so... To recap, you've just come out of N8. Where is everyone?
We're still at Berovia.
Okay, mansion. So the guards have left. You notice that everyone is now converging here in the town square. You two have taken a step back. Are you investigating that fire?
We're investigating the noise we heard.
Where that massive fire was. I'll go around as well. Yeah, there's like trees.
I'm just saying.
You can't. You didn't see it.
You guys promised me after we went to N3 we'd go to
How did I want to see that they did?
They still
do, mate.
Alright, fine. You two saw the fire. Who else would want to go investigate the fire?
My green piece is wondering why trees are burning.
Waking up.
We said that last time. We can't tell that. We're nowhere near these guys.
Like my Greenpeace fireball is wondering my
Right,
trees are
who's
burning.
investigating the fire? Please let me know. Raise your hands. Shelley as well. Great. Right. For those investigating the fire, you see beneath you of the tree, the fire has burned. The rain has quelled the fire. You see a body laying in the mud. You look up and see a broken window from which the body has fallen. All of you notice that the body was that of Tarascos. But
Leave him.
you notice around the body a red pentagram-like symbol. You hear the faint chanting of what's being played. Faintly, you hear this. But you notice that Tarascos is grieving.
Cautiously stroll on, pick up a stick and without, I don't want to go in that big simple thing. I'm just going to poke him and go, Tarascos,
Poke him.
poke him in
You're
the head.
alive, so what do you want to do?
Oh god.
He lays and groans.
Just gonna
Oh.
jump back when he grows like, guys, what?
Tarascos, what happened?
Rosbeth, you're not checking it out.
Well, no, I mean, those guys run off. I'm kind of conflicted because a moment ago, Shirley just told me about the town being massacred, which is the first I heard of it. Because when this was all happening, I was reporting the crime.
Did
bar.
they?
Yeah. So that was
Did
the
they
first time
not
I
hear
heard
about
about
it
it.
when I was talking to Isabel?
No.
Ah, okay.
I was
You didn't
at the
tell
bar
anyone?
talking to
You
the guard
didn't, yeah.
because she slapped drooling.
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies.
So I'm just standing there pretty confused about what's going on right now.
Is that I'm going to report a crime?
Right. Rosbeth, what are you doing?
I turned to Civilius and go, what was Shelley on about the town with the
Because
bar?
she's just left.
Honestly, I don't know. I was just performing.
Oh, okay.
I was honestly
So, I guess we'll just wait for the party to come back, I guess.
We will ask unless if you want to go on a little adventure to N9 with me.
What I mean,
Well, then, what is it then?
What is this because?
how quick do you reckon we could get to N9?
Well, if we're, because we'll be on the outskirts, so if so, what's
Depends,
happening in
can
the
you swim
town?
your horse?
Would we in safety?
Oh,
Would we be able to get back in time to save the town?
So all the way down there.
I think she's let town burn.
It's like
I don't think that would be.
You
Okay.
hear an angelic call. You take a knee.
Okay, right, thanks. Very rude. I was kind of talking to you.
No, when it happens, it's like time freezes.
Oh, okay.
Find
Yeah, so
your
it's just,
steed, my son.
Okay.
You do what you gotta do. That's your God telling you to do it now.
I'm gonna do a medicine check on Tarascos.
So,
How fucked up he is.
I kind of trust you.
Yeah, I trust you.
So.
Aww.
I'm going to.
Dirty 20.
You keep asking me about my Steve.
For
and I'm
what?
kind of
Medicine
keep
check on
skirting
him.
around it.
See
So
how
I'm
badly
gonna let
injured
you
he is on the
a little-
floor.
I'll tell you in a minute.
I won't say secret, but
Okay.
I'd already used my spell, cast the Steve,
Okay.
and
It ran away.
I was planning to use an actual rideable steed,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I cast find my steed to bring a mastiff to the party. And you're a nice guy, and I kind of trust you. So I'm hoping that you can keep some hush hush for now.
Yes.
But-
Trust me.
But there is a mastiff close by.
What's a mastiff?
A dog.
Oh.
A dog. Yeah. A big dog.
Woof
Yeah.
woof.
The dogs that made you go, huh? Nope.
So my boss just spoke to me and I need to find it. My original plan was to get it to approach the party and to kind of make friends with the party and be my scout. So if there's any wrongdoing within the party, it can report the crime to me.
That's very smart, actually.
Yes. And it would be incredibly meta for anyone to listen to this conversation right now.
It would be.
Out of
Even
character
though
and
it's
act upon
meta.
it. But yeah, that
I
is what I'm
will
planning.
aid you if you ever needed to zone a truth to find anything out.
Okay.
Yes.
But
Okay.
even
And I
though
have a slight suspicion that my steed is somewhere around N9.
That's meta. That's meta.
Is it
That's
actually around N9? Because I wanted to
no.
go to N9.
It's meta. You can't just say. I think it's round N9.
Yeah,
I know it's meta.
It's just a joke.
But can you understand the
But yeah,
car?
I need to find my steed. That's what my god's tasked me
Well,
with. So
is there any way for you to be able to track it?
I can communicate with it.
Try and
Is the
communicate
dog
and find
safe?
out. I'll help you with this.
It's holy, so no.
Dog, where are you?
What can you see? You've been ghosted by your master.
I'm G. George.
I found a stick. I found a stick and it says stick and
Also, yes, his name is
found a
Dog.
stick.
That is his name.
Alright, shut up.
I found some.
I can tell you are.
I found some.
You just said you're drunk.
I like it as the mastiff's got
You
a
are,
fa-
but you're not. Hey, it's your wife that's got to deal with you, not me.
I like the idea that his mastiff's gonna found fox shit and a rolled in it.
The dog tells you nothing.
Okay, so my god's tasked me with finding my steed. My dog's not talking to me for some reason.
Oh well.
Your steed is dead.
Alright, so we're back to Tarascos.
Can I do?
So actually, Leohorn cast medicine to see what was wrong with him. He has a few broken bones, some cuts and some scars, and internal bleeding, but he's alive for now.
I'll cast Cure Wounds to heal him. 1d8 plus. I'll spell that for 6.
Can I do an?
We've healed him for 6 HP.
Yeah.
Can I do an Arcana check on the symbol?
You can.
So your bones are not broken anymore.
15.
You know that the symbol is not of this world, which is in keeping with what Berovia really is all about.
Quite like this, guys. This is an oldish world.
Tarascos, tell us what happened.
He can't, he's knocked out.
He's knocked out, okay.
He's only just been healed for 6 HP.
I thought Cure Wounds would at least wake him.
He's awake, but he's not in a. He's got broken bones, internal bleeding, cuts and scars. If you want him to just form a coherent sentence,
I cast Cure
can you not just inconvenience yourself and talk to me while you die?
Yeah.
Maybe heal him some more.
Okay, then I will cast Cure Wounds
Good.
as well. So.
What's your max HP? 44. He's only been healed for 6 HP.
Bring it down. So what is
Do you not have the health potion? Have you used the health potion?
I've got health potions. I can't move.
Yeah, but you've got 6 HP, so you can ask someone to go, bro, can you be down?
Let me be tiny hot. Tiny
Can't you with Oscar?
6 HP, you believe you can at least use one arm to like.
The thing is, as Shalia goes to heal him, the chanting grows louder.
In the darkness,
We notice where the chanting's coming from.
No.
Just all around.
But you notice the sun, the moon, grows dimmer. And the light from the pentagram-like symbol grows redder and glows.
Anyone got a sensei? Someone sent
Julian, you alright there?
Diero, grab your out the symbol quickly.
Huh?
Grab your out the symbol quickly. Just pull him out.
Oscar, you probably should.
You pull them out, the chanting stops.
I stand in the pentagram.
That's evil.
Is the pentagram disappeared now that he's out of it?
Yes.
Is he still groaning?
Oh really?
Yes.
Do you know who did it?
5 plus 7.
Is that what he killed?
Everyone else was fighting.
Yeah.
What, me dying?
No, you knocking me out.
Oh, yeah.
You're able to
I
stand
rolled
on
it
these.
because he wouldn't leave Strahd's castle because
Strahd's?
Strahd went do there and he went,
What
no,
the
you're
hell?
evil. So Strahd went, well, you ain't getting let out.
Explain
So I rolled
yourself.
a nat
Tell us
20
what
on that
happened.
check.
Whoa! There's too much in talking when there's role playing.
No play.
Have some be considerate.
Consideration.
Yes. However, as well,
Don't level up.
however, as well,
That's my boy Strahd.
Your boy.
I reckon there's no
Don't like him.
you see Strahd has walked over through fog and fire.
I'm ready, my
He places his hand on Tarascus's body and goes, oof. Interesting. His hand glows red. He revived full HP.
Why would you do that?
He looks at you all. As Drulin of the coffin shop.
He disappears.
Once again.
Now we know where Drulin is.
Coffin shop? I'm so confused.
Tarascus is back up.
Trascos, what happened? How? Explain.
Kid go boom.
Yeah, where did you disappear to?
Well, I was investigating. There was a child. And this could go
We're gonna need some more info.
Then the next thing I know, I'm flying through the air and I'm into a tree.
So what you're saying is, you almost got killed by a kid.
Wow. Yes.
You can't even knock out a child.
Do you see what's on the floor?
No, it just disappeared. We pulled you out, it disappeared.
You didn't notice it either though. You were knocked down.
Isn't he trying to deceive us there though? Because the key technically.
That's meta. You don't know anything.
Do you feel,
We only know what he tells us.
Do you feel different to before?
Strahd has laid.
Okay.
Strahd laid his hand on you. Why?
Last I remembered, there was a child. The room was full of fetuses, skeletons.
Fetal skeletons.
There were some in like vials, yeah, but you didn't investigate hard enough. You need to roll a certain level. I can't tell you everything.
There was a teleportation circle, and I attempted to commune with him, the Burgomaster's son.
Burgomaster's.
Then the next thing I know, I'm here.
Okay. Let's get you back to Osforth. He can heal you up.
He's
I know.
healed. He's healed.
Sorry.
He's
Strahd
healed.
healed him.
Strahd healed him.
We can reconvene and
Today?
I've got no idea
Yeah,
what we're
I
doing
think
now.
we need to just get
Well,
everyone
seeing
back
as
together
before
again.
Strahd left, he said Drulin in the coffin maker.
Yeah.
That kind of gives us a hint where the.
Do you know where the coffin maker is?
Did
No,
anybody
but
give
we
a
could
shit about that?
search.
We could ask around.
What?
We're going to the coffin makers.
You don't know what that is?
No, we're trying to find the coffin
Okay.
maker.
Alright, well, let's get the fucking map up, eh? Oh, there it is. Well, what's Drulin doing?
I've gone outside.
Hang on, Drulin, you guys stop. Osferth and Phidios. What are we doing? Because let's think here.
I'm gonna ask you. So, while we're waiting, what about Tim? Tell me about him.
Alright, you two shut the fuck up. Drulin, what are you doing?
I'm outside. I've managed to escape.
You know what, I want to make a point, right? Osferth's character development has been amazing. He went from being a Mormon Jesus devoutee, like preaching the word of Tyr,
No, Bahout.
Bahamut, sorry, Bahout,
No, Bahamut.
Bahamut, to then finding the Lord Tyr. Where are you going? How dare you? To finding the Lord Tyr and being like, I can't be bad guys, I've got to be a good boy. To now being like, you know what, vengeance is kind of cool.
Look, I leveled up. I took an oath. Vengeance.
Vengeance! It's because he killed a guy.
Yes.
I killed a man, and it felt good.
I killed a man.
Okay.
Put the sword against his throat.
Right, well, we need Shelia. Drulin, what are you doing?
I'm outside now.
Yes. The lights have gone out.
I'm just running through the village going, oh, for fuck's sake! Somebody help me! This place is
We
doing
can
my
hear
The town is empty.
Well, can we hear his standing
If he's shouting it loud enough, yes.
Did the guard not realise he's unhappy?
Huh?
Did the guards realise he's unhappy?
There are no guards where you are. The town is all congregated right there.
I'm just going to try and run around the town. Being incredibly mad.
We were looking for the coffee shop, so we
Guys, I can hear a noise. It might be Drulin.
If he's screaming loud enough, roll. I mean, roll for it. I meant roll for it.
Guys, why is that noise?
Performance.
17 plus 1. No, minus 1. I have shit charisma, come on.
16.
Of course I have shit charisma.
That's
Look at my character.
That's still 16.
Say 16. Yeah, you hear a man screaming for help. But also, off in the distance, from the square, you begin to hear
party of RuneScape.
It's medieval. What do you want from me? Julian, you're running with fear. You don't have time to do the hopscotch.
I'm going to run over to the screen with the what's going on.
We need to wait for Shelia. Hang on.
Just to be clear,
What about me?
okay, you guys left the burning building to go straight to find Druid, which means that you left me and Phileas at the Burgomaster's house without telling us.
We're still there. We've ran past you.
We just ran around the back.
You know what's my mistake? We talk about Tim.
Fine, if you want to know about Tyr.
Let's make it easier. I'll pick Shaylee rather than running towards Julian. Sounds strange to
Tyr is like this pretty sweet dude, right?
I failed to lift it.
A god dude. Dude's like, it can be any gender, can't it? Yeah.
Oh, so it's a
Anyway. So, Tyr is this like pretty sweet god.
Tell you one of the
It's all about justice, right?
Shit. I'm all about justice.
Exactly, yeah. So, basically, his symbol is like
You'll have to use it to find
with
out.
like scales and stuff. And it's all about like bringing punishment back.
Sam, what the hell? Why is your porn star martini not porn star? Look, here, let me help you. Alright, good for you. Look, we'll do
Worship him, and then maybe you put it in. Try like get paid to worship him.
Now it's something like that much vodka.
Good for you, no one is. Drink it. Sam is our mate. No one will drink it, Sam. So you may want to cut this out of the podcast bit. Alright, we're back in the room.
It's Scientology.
We're talking about Tim.
It's just Scientology, isn't it?
In a way, yes.
We're back in the room. We're back in the room.
I now follow the Lord Tim.
Hang on, no, sorry, Shirley has to moisturize.
We're 2 hours in and we're still inside the
Can I
band.
just say that? So Phileas now has a platinum membership to the.
Look, the speed you all go at is determined by yourselves, not me. So don't bitch at me when you're 2 hours in the burger.
I've just said I'm sat there reading my book. I'm looking for it.
Alright, stop.
He's managed to get Sir Philios to the first tier of tier. What do you want?
Right, shush.
So he persuaded you.
Okay.
You're on the first tier.
Shirley, you don't need to write that down.
I must write it.
So she can write what's
Everyone has heard the screams of Drulin running through the town. You also have all begun to hear the faint sounds of music from the festival.
The festival has started, guys.
The festival.
I said we go to the festival.
Let's all go to the festival.
We don't know about this festival.
Yes, we do.
The festival.
No, we don't. Me and him were just talking about Tim.
Yeah, but we were told in pub.
Yeah, but he was. What were you doing? No, he was speaking to the god.
She told Shady, you told all of us.
He didn't. He was waiting for. I mean,
You'd already done this.
Let's
Let's go get this guy and go cause some shit. Technically, it should be 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Here's a hint. Want us to know about this? You're going to have to come back and tell us. We don't
Are we
know.
not heading back to where
Those guys said they wanted to head straight to
Still behind the
Yeah, so we found Christmas. Have we now headed back to where the boats are? Or have you guys just
Oswald's a bit of a bum.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to where
Do you want to go to the? Do you want to head north?
Let's all reconvene in the front of the house with Oswald and civilians. This is how
Do you know how much time you just wasted because you weren't paying attention to the bell dying? Because you were just. The moment you hear that, guys, shut up.
The festival. We've got to go to the festival.
What's that right there? What number is that?
3!
3! How many times did it ring that?
Fine, if we hear bells, we're not going to know what the bells mean. That's metal.
You know what they mean! No!
That's metal.
You've been all paying attention. What happened when the bells rang the first time and Vargas Velikovich took his guards away?
They left.
Exactly. Why?
We don't know.
Exactly. Why?
Because we didn't do an investigation check.
Exactly.
I asked, and you said that they were heading towards N7.
Yeah, she investigated.
Everyone knows
That's 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
It's 2 in the should, 1 in the
It's called the shocker.
2 in the should, 1 in the could.
2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. That's called the shocker.
Version of it.
Anyways. That's your clue.
3 hours to go.
You make that assumption, I'm not telling you shit.
No, it's very cool. Okay.
Right, okay.
Made it to Drulin yet.
Drulin has made his way to the Burger Master Mansion because he's been screaming and crying for 5 hours.
Yeah. Come on. This is a coffin. You don't want to put me in the coffin.
Drulin has entered the group. However, Cylon, Diero, Shalia, and Leon have appeared with Tarascos. Roll me perception. Seeing as you're a devotee of Tyr now.
Oh, yes! 7. I'm going to ask him,
19.
Well, this is awkward for you, isn't it? You're a paladin.
Can you detect evil?
You sense something odd with Tarascos.
Can you do a sense evil on him?
Do I know what I said?
No.
Zone of truth.
He can't zone of truth. He has nothing to tell you.
Are you evil?
And also, you can't zone of truth with GM.
Tell me.
I like that. Do an investigation roll. No, zone of truth. You tell me.
Right. That's it.
Is anyone in?
We found it.
No. You keep it to yourself.
Wait, they came back to us.
Yes.
Okay. Have you heard the word of Tyr?
We found him.
Oh God, not you as well.
We found him lined up against a tree in a red pentagram.
Pentagram?
As soon as you pulled him out of it, it disappeared.
Ooh, to be fair,
Strahd
it's kind of nice
appeared.
because someone could actually tell me something now.
Yes.
Strahd has stood outside for so goddamn long. Nobody's telling me fucking anything.
Look at you getting mad.
Come in with us.
I apologise. I thought that you could hear the conversation that myself and Esmeralda.
Strahd
No,
appeared.
you just dropped a bombshell that
Sorry.
they're gonna attack the
Okay,
town,
well,
and then you left.
Strahd.
What am I supposed to see?
Let me explain what Esmeralda told me. She told me that there was a bomb that was good. She described it as a bomb that was going to go off in town tonight. The Strad's minions would invade town, presumably attacking the villagers.
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Because
it's been hours.
Because
you guys haven't
I
told me
thought,
anything.
I thought that you were able to hear mine and Esmeralda's conversation. Had I known that you couldn't hear
Were you
it,
shouting this conversation? I'm just saying.
No, but we
no,
can't-
you two were just talking. I'm just saying.
Oh, when you all just work together.
Good guy. Why is he going to eavesdrop on a private conversation? Exactly, between 2 women who I respect.
Oh my God, who you
Respect
women?
Women.
Feminist.
I mean, it exists.
Strahd appeared and laid his hand on him.
You've been touched by Strahd.
Kill him.
Detect match. No, divine sense. 11.
You can't sense anything.
11.
You can't sense anything.
Well, so we spoke to my Strahd, but he seems pretty cool to me. I don't sense
No. I didn't say he's cool to you. I just said you couldn't sense anything.
Okay, I don't sense any evil guys. He had some weird symbol on it when he was on the floor.
Sherry's very touchy on the corpse.
Would you care?
Yeah, I've got a dog. Can you give me
Evil child? I'm going to cast identify evil child.
You're an evil child?
Tarascos points up to the attic of the building. Evil child.
You're telling me there's an evil child up there? Okay, well I can't allow that to happen.
He can't throw all of us out the window.
I was restraining before. Can you honestly tell me that this child is evil?
Does he have to speak to cause the magic?
The thing is, you don't know if the child's evil.
Wait.
You just know he got thrown out of a fucking
told us
room.
he entered a room full of fetuses and bones.
Yeah.
And then he was thrown out through a wall.
What have I missed? He almost died.
And last time
Again with the children born. Why didn't you come out with this first?
For some reason, I feel like my god is pissed at me for not actually doing anything this session.
Maybe
Yet
she
I've
is.
not been told any of this.
If you weren't the pussy, you didn't come inside.
I can't break the law, Piero.
Redundancy, I'm not acting.
Yes, but I can't act and break the law at the same time. My guy knows, because he follows Tyr now.
We all follow Tyr. We all follow Tyr.
Oh, hey, Tyr's sick.
Okay.
No, I follow the darkness.
The person that you saw in the attic, what were they trying to do? What were they doing?
They were reading from
I say we purge this evil.
You guys are trying to tell
I
us.
agree.
Which, at this point, maybe they would mention that they've already heard about someone trying to do teleportations. I know
Yes.
it's meta, but...
Yes, I actually have heard. It's the Burger's Master's son. While I was having a lovely conversation with the Burger Master's wife.
Please stop referring to it as a lovely conversation.
It was a lovely
I give them to
conversation.
you.
She
That's why I
released
had
a
a
lovely
conversation with the wife.
I was hence released. So basically what happened was the Burger Master, we got arrested because I said that I was not happy to guards. And then we got arrested, the Burger Master came, and the Burger Master's wife came after him. And then she basically released us from prison and said that Strahd has been visiting her, even though the...
Pay attention to me.
We're just going to see where this is coming
Can we
from.
go to the festival?
Okay, I just think the Burger Master leaving when the other bells were played, so I guess it means something. I said
We have two times.
Look, let's just go to the festival!
Stop! Draskos, take us to this shrine.
Might it be noted that Drulin is getting quite exacerbated over there and angry.
We are need to go to the festival. Esmeralda told us that there was something coming while we're sitting here fucking about with each other. We're not helping anybody. You and your god. I mean, how dare you? Your god. Your non-existent god.
Hey, let him speak, let him speak.
Your non-existent god. I'm sorry, but we need to do something. You say you're a paladin. You say you're for good. What is good about sitting here bollocking onto each other?
This is the fastest part of the festival.
Well, I don't care. There's a festival going on down there. Esmeralda told us that there is something evil going to happen. Everybody is going to be killed. So if we don't do something, to be honest, I've been a bit of a dick up to now. But I've had enough of the lot of you. And I've had enough. We're going to do something. We're going to work together. And we're going to do something. We're going to the fucking festival. And we're going to fucking save everybody. If it fucking kills me. Now you might not want to come with me, but I'm fucking going.
I think we should go to the festival.
I mean, round of applause for RP. Drulin, I don't want you to leave this party. We're back in the room. Drulin's just had a bit of a mental breakdown.
Yes, again.
A little bit of shouting.
As I mentioned before,
Guys, Shelia is talking. Shelia is talking.
spoke to me,
Fine.
she spoke about a bomb that was going to go off. Strahd's minions coming into town. I know you want to take out the Burger Master because he's corrupt, but we have to deal with this first.
Why is he corrupt? Who said he was corrupt?
Well, according to him, he says that the Burger Master is corrupt.
Could his intentions not be that he's trying to put his people before himself? Alright, okay. Just checking. I'm just checking.
Whether he thinks he's protecting his people or not, you've already mentioned that his wife has been visited by Strahd on multiple occasions. Strahd was able to visit us whilst we were in the tavern, so whether he believes he can protect the town or not, he obviously can't because Strahd has come to us. Strahd has come to Tarascus in order to clean him up. So clearly Strahd can get into town, and if he can, then the minions can as well. We need to protect
You don't
the
know
town.
that.
I do, because you said I was following
Yeah.
Against this attack that's supposed to be happening.
Bong! There's bloody... We're wasting time! Do something!
Speaking of bomb,
One bomb left! Come
So
on!
many things I want to say. This fucking bell.
The bells are a sign! Why don't you talk to Tyr?
like
You say
fire, hellfire,
You say
there's
Tyr,
burning deep
You
within.
could convert me to Tyr! Talk to Tyr! Ask him for guidance! But do something! Don't just stand there!
Before I converse with Tyr, let me just say this, and then I'll break to Tyr and he will guide me. But there are so many things that are taking me down a winding path. It's like a fork in the road. He says there's an evil child in the attic. I can't leave an evil child in the land. Where's the justice in that if he hurts another person?
One child.
Apparently, we can
One
keep
child.
Apparently,
Of the whole village. The whole town on one child.
Yes,
The sake of all
this one child.
outweighs
And it's
one.
one member of our party who is pretty strong, I realise. There's also a corrupt leadership in the town that I have to deal with.
Okay.
And then, on top of that, I have Strahd minions.
Yeah, should we just go?
I mean,
Me and Diero just go into the festival.
you're making your way. Alright, you two are making your way to the festival. Osferth, you notice as you're ranting that your two
No,
closest.
we've gone. We've gone. I've just spoke to you. We're gone.
You've noticed two people have already left for the festival.
Okay.
Oh, so okay, where, if there's a festival, where do you think the burgomaster will be?
Yes, at the festival.
Let's go to the festival!
But there's also an evil child in the attic that it almost killed one of our members.
Maybe you should tell them that it was also Vargas's son. You should tell them that.
1 or 2 moments, all it takes to be here.
No, I'm off to the festival. I don't care about
But
the
you've still got the
There's a quote.
so can you not assume
There's a quote.
Yeah.
Where's that from?
Deadpool.
There we go.
1 or 2 hers. What do you mean? 1 or 2 to be a...
Deadpool. 1 or 2 moments.
You
What?
just explain it to me, he just goes magic missile.
For the moment, the sun is presumably locked up in the attic, right? That's where he was. He only targeted you because you essentially antagonized him. So now that he's been left on his own, yes, we will probably need to deal with him at some point. But again, if he's on his own, we can put him
To the
to
side.
the back for now.
I asked for him to read.
While reading my book of history of Berovia,
You asked him to read it from a book and it almost killed you.
What was
This
he?
is some
what
evil
was he trying to
motherfucker.
do?
Always trying to
Language! I thought you were good.
I could decide
Less language.
but his language was broken. If I was able to
So he needs guidance on how to
do this.
Be a human.
Oh,
He's
He's a poor boy. Why are you going to kill the poor boy?
Well, he's not from a poor family.
So Philios, you follow my one now. I believe in your judgment. Let's pray to Tyr together, and hopefully he will give us some guidance. Let's combine our prayers.
Does anything in my book have the festival of joy?
Eventually we'll have everyone on Tyr. Yes.
Right, well, I'm off to the festival. I don't care about that.
That's what I'm going to. You told me to find my dog.
Osferth takes a knee. And for some
Hey
reason,
Tyr, I'm getting some mixed messages. Can you clear them up?
and for some reason, so does Philios.
My children.
Tyr walks and places a hand on Osferth. Philios begins to see a white shadowed figure by Osferth. He looks and is reaffirmed that actually the faith of Tyr is true. There are gods in this land. Tyr speaks to Osferth. What do you seek, my child?
What do I seek? I'm sorry, Tyr. I do believe in you wholeheartedly, but there is so much
Don't be
evil
a
in this world.
sucker.
There is so much evil in this world. I am being pulled every which way, and you send me to find my fucking dog.
Are you taking a toll for me, child?
I'm starting to lose not my faith because I believe in you.
He's asking.
You need to give me more guidance.
He's asking for a
because
fast marker.
I don't know which way to turn.
Why are you so confused? The answer is so clear.
I'm just hearing
Well,
gossip.
please enlighten me. Am
When did I send you for a dog?
You said find your steed.
A steed is a horse.
A steed is a mount that in which I used to travel. Not
Okay.
just generally a horse.
Who rides a dog?
Who
mounted
travels on a dog?
A midget.
You are a warrior of the light, and your steed will be thus. Why would I want you to ride a dog into battle?
That is which I am cast.
You cast a mighty steed, a stallion of light.
Yeah, as a dog.
A dog.
You can choose a companion.
Osferth, my son, what have you done?
You asked for a
I've
horse.
really done what I thought was right to carry out.
Osferth, my son, when you assume you make an ass out of you and me.
I have got a picture of a person riding a mastiff, so it is.
Can I see that, please?
The stats for a mastiff.
That's also a bloomin' pixie.
Are you assuming before
Osferth, are you a pixie?
I mean, their armor class is the same as mine, and I can turn into a claw.
Are you a pixie? Closest you'd get to that.
Oscar!
Yes, dear.
Too long have you trifled to play games, and now you feel you can talk back to your god. The god that gives you power. The god that grants you the light. The god that brings you to justice.
Did I or did I not?
Oscar,
kill the person?
answer back again and you will all lose all that you hold dear. Do not trifle with your god.
Disowned by Tim.
I will not be held hostage.
Do not
by
play
your
games
god.
with me, Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
Answer me
I
back
have done everything
once
you
more.
have asked here. I have upheld justice in the land, and I've tried my best to bring those who injust the world.
Looks like we've got broken.
Are you going against your tenants, child?
I am doing exactly as you ask, and I feel like I am being
You
punished for
wish
it.
to wield the sword that will bring Strahd down, and you wish to go against your god.
I do not wish to wield any sword. I wish
Speak back again, and see what happens when you do. Make your choice. Do you wish to lose your powers, or do you wish to carry on my will?
If my god is treating me like this when I have
You do not
everything
question
in his
your
name,
god.
then
You
yes,
do not.
I will defy him.
Shut up! Fucking hell, we got broken power.
Defied, you have. Defied, you will. No more.
You're gonna have to look.
The light sharpens and breaks.
You're gonna have to look for broken paladin stuff now.
You hear nothing. You feel nothing.
Does he still have
You
connection?
look to Philios, and you show resentment, as he believes in Tyr, not you. You feel cold. You feel afraid. You're in a land that you don't know. Everything that protected you is gone. You were the only person who was not afraid of this land. Roll me intimidation.
Intimidation 17.
Fear takes hold of you and cripples you. You can't stop shaking. You feel naked without that warmth that was always around you, because you chose to question your god. You're broken.
Cheers, real!
Tim is a lie.
What?
Tyr is a lie.
I told you, but Oscar, this is not like.
Any chance my evil gone to him when he killed me?
Hey.
Is the evil from Malik gone to him when he killed me?
No, we went somewhere else.
Oh, this world is just corrupt. It corrupts everything it touches.
Yes.
Everything we do.
I agree.
Gods do not
reconnect.
exist.
Silent Diero, are you two still stepping away, or have you just seen like your friend just kind of?
Yeah, we're gone.
Fair enough.
We're gone. We're just
They're at the festival. Back to the let's get back to the music.
While I keep reading my book, is there anything on the Festival of Joy?
Are you going there?
Yeah. But
All right,
I've
you're
been
going there.
reading my book of Berovia.
You catch up with Silent Diero. You're standing on the outskirts of the party. Anyone else going there?
I was heading up, but I can see that he's collapsed onto the floor. And
Don't want to go anywhere.
So,
what is the matter?
as a broken paladin, you can simply attack, and that's it.
You have no magic now.
You're like a weakened Diero.
That's fine.
No. Alright.
It's not.
It's really not, because there's not a chapel in anywhere in Barovia. Alright, then never mind.
I thought you said no, there was a chapel.
There is.
Reconnect with a new
Yeah, but there's no one there right now, is there? Right, who else is going to the festival? Or are we going to deal with the fact that this just happened? Why did
Why did you
Listen,
question?
I followed exactly how my character would have followed it.
I don't think you did.
No, because your character would have gone Tyr. I love you. I won't subtract. I won't
Yeah,
Tyr.
when you follow a god for so long and you uphold everything that you
follow
stand
him
for,
for 2
and then the
weeks.
god says that you've been mulling around.
Sorry, I keep playing footsie with that.
Obviously, yeah, but yeah, God says that you've been mulling around not doing exactly what he's asked when you believe you
become a
have.
person
Then
in
you
the
would
Church of
question it.
England.
Yes. And then when the god is benevolent enough to kind of force an ultimatum on you, then you would question whether that's the right god for you.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, but now
He asked you to.
Look, he asked you not to question back him multiple times and you chose to.
Yeah, but if someone holds, if I believe that a god is wrong in holding me to ransom because
Who wasn't
I've
holding you to ransom?
Well, no, but you know what I mean. He's basically threatening me.
Alright, okay. What's done is done. You're broken. Shelia, Tarascos, Philios, what we doing?
I'm confident.
Oh, good for you.
I'm trying to get him back to Tyr.
There,
I'm like,
there.
Tyr's great. Come on.
Shelia.
Shed a tear.
So tear for tear.
We need to decide what we're going to do. We still have this situation where Strahd's minions are supposed to be attacking this town. I have mentioned this.
Half of us have booked off to the festival, so.
I know, but
Sure, yeah.
we are still not. So I'm trying to just get
Pep
us.
talk, pep talk. You pep talk,
I'm
have
trying
tea.
to get us to agree on what to do.
If you all just work together, everything
I
will
know,
be fine.
but at the moment, you're at the festival, we're not at the festival, we need to try and get everyone together.
Who wants to come to the festival?
At the moment, I'll be honest, so far, grand total, we have achieved nothing.
We have.
You,
We've wasted time.
you made a promise that you would protect and rescue Irina. Now,
That didn't happen. And you
that hasn't
and now you
happened.
betrayed your
Irina
god.
is still in Strahd's class. Now, I understand, obviously, you could not accept Strahd's request of us
can
taking
now,
out the
he's broken.
cultists and the magic users.
He didn't have a choice.
Because it went
Now he
against
can.
your...
Now we can.
That's true.
I'm listening, don't worry.
Because you could not accept a quest from an evil peasant, and I understand that. And obviously, with the betrayal that Malik did upon us,
Is anyone having another drink?
there was. Can I just get some tap water? Yeah.
Just a joke.
Yeah.
Is Shelia drunk?
Yes.
Not as drunk as you.
No.
I've had 3 shots.
Are you
in a
having?
second.
Are you having a beer? What are you having? I'll have another one, Liza. Yes, I will.
So.
Can Strahd now figure out that he's not with Tyr? Not sound God.
I'm not getting enough meta.
We were obviously never going to be able to trick Strahd because, as far as Strahd was concerned, you were still with us, and
I'm gonna pause you there.
he-
You two have entered into the festival. You see laughter, you see joy, you see tears of happiness. So is Malik. There's a revelry, a crowd of chanting. You see the Baroque master up on the stage, dancing. There's lots of dancing. There's forced joy though. Everyone's smiling. It's almost if there's, at the moment they begin to smile, they bleed from their mouths. It's not something that they want to do. They're grinning despite knowing that when you look in their eyes, they don't want to be happy. They're making themselves happy. And by the way,
So if I was to draw my bow and shoot him with the
I mean, you could do, but you'd have to get a pretty good shot. You'd have to roll me a nat 20. You'd have to roll me a nat 20. Anyways, back to you, Shadow. And by the way, who said they're coming?
I just
So, like I said, so far we have achieved a grand total of not much. We haven't been able to rescue Irina. Irina at the moment is trapped in that castle with. I can't even begin to describe how disgusting I consider Strahd to be. We haven't been able to rescue her. So far, we haven't been able to do much for this town either. We've been given bits of information from Madame Eva about this sword, which, considering what's happened, you might not even be able to wield it anymore, so we're stuck on that.
Yeah, you didn't think about that, did you, Jackass?
But, at the moment, we know that Strahd's minions are supposed to be attacking this town. This is something we can do something about. We can protect this town from the minions that are supposed to be attacking it. I can't 100% say how we're going to be doing that, but I feel like it is something that we can achieve if we all work together. So, why don't we just fucking try? Because at the moment, we're split, we're fragmented, and, you know, like I said, I feel like it's, if we can get together, it's something that we might be able to achieve, which might bolster the party a little bit, and give us the sort of courage we need to take on Strahd, who, let's be honest, none of us can take him on our own at the moment. We have to work together in order to do that. I understand that with what has happened with Tyr, that it's changed your path, that you are not necessarily a sort of on the path of righteousness anymore. But I don't think you have to be on the path of righteousness in order to be able to do the right thing, if that makes sense.
Listen, I'm a man of my word. I promised you guys that I'd help save you, I'd help save Irina. To be fair, after the abandonment of Tyr, after I've done everything that he'd asked, I don't care anymore. But like I say, I'm a man of my word, so I'll help you guys in any way that you guys see fit.
So let's head into the town. We'll head into the festival. We need to try and find out what this bomb supposedly is. Presumably it's not an actual bomb, but that is the word that Esmeralda used. Can we do something to protect the people of this town by gathering them together, protecting them from Strahd's minions? I don't know, I just feel like we need to get everyone together. You, up until this point, have been our leader. You have been our voice of guidance. So whether you have lost your guidance or not, I still respect you. I will still listen to what you have to say. Put my life to one side for this moment. I am willing to put that on the, not necessarily willing to die, but I'm willing to put that on the back burner in order to help the people of this town. Strahd has had his way for too long at this point. There are many, many things I could say about Strahd, about how much of a shitty person he is. His disgusting manner in terms of how he treats women. But
Listen,
but for now,
you don't have to say anymore.
Okay.
Because you convinced us. I will come with
Do I have to roll charisma?
No, I think you convinced them.
Listen.
Man, that was like a 10-minute speech.
Bear in mind, charisma is my dump stat, so if I
It
manage
doesn't matter because you have been convinced.
Okay.
It's the whole reason we're here because I'm trying to save your life. My life is in your hands now.
Alright, Julian, shut up.
Life is a lie. It is. Life is shit. You wake up, you do what you have to do, you go to bed, and then you
Life
do
of
it
a
all
broken
again.
paladin here.
Life-
Oh, God.
Life just continue on.
But it's shit, isn't it?
That
It's
is
just
how
pointless.
Guys, is this like RP or real life now? I can't tell the difference.
It is. So my life is in your hands. You tell me what to do, and I will do
Okay,
it.
then
I
let
know
us meet with the others. Let us fucking just talk to each other for once.
Tarascos, are you listening to this or you? Alright,
Explain
Philios,
exactly.
Yes,
Julian,
I'm just so moved. I've
Leon.
I'd be such an idiot.
Right.
We just need to
Look
work
here,
together.
guys, you have noticed that Leon, Cylon, and Diera have left, right?
I don't care.
Yes, which is why I'm saying
Right.
we need to meet up.
Right. Well then, why didn't you do that?
Oh, I'm leading up to them. Oh, please. Come
Because
on.
I'm
Everyone work
trying
together.
I'm trying to get our paladin together after he's just gone through what is a fairly traumatic
I think he's with you now, though.
Okay, fine. Then let us meet up with the others. Let us actually fucking talk about what we have seen so far. Because yes, that is partly my fault. I did not tell you about what Esmeralda told me, and like I said, I will fully take the blame for that because I thought you heard what we talked about. So let
It's
us
not your
just-
fault. It's not your fault.
So let us just
Because
talk
I've been
about what we
engineering
have
so
heard so
far.
far. Make a decision, preferably about defending this town, and then let's just fucking do it.
Listen, none of this matters. Just tell me where to go. Tell me where to
Okay,
swing
fine.
my sword.
I'm going to head back to the town on the assumption
Osfa,
that they will follow
what are
me.
your intentions right now as a broken paladin?
Imagine depression times 1,000. I've
Lord
lost my
have
mind, I've
mercy.
lost my purpose. It's just, I
Okay.
Let's just all work together.
Let's just, we're going to head
Right, can everyone take...
Shady is our new leader.
Can everyone make I need 4 blank sheets of squared paper in the middle. And if there's no blank ones, flip them over. If they're plain, it's fine. No, too small.
I was going to say it's for one of them.
Oh, we can add to it, it's fine. Okay. Is that... That's fine, we can use that as well.
We're broken, I swear.
Would you want to talk about that?
That would be good, put it there, put it there. Put it there.
Depressing to be around now.
No, next to it, there you go. Right.
You've got the other buildings behind you.
Yep. Give me a pen.
And now you're the depression of the group.
Imagine Marvin from
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that's me.
We could do this, but more with a mind.
Yes.
I like the idea that you've just gone for a really shit breakup and Shayla's gone, God, just pull your fucking self together. You can get over pussy. You don't have to rely on tears.
I feel like you've swapped once before, just do it again.
Yeah, maybe
Go to a new
you
chapel, and now follow this one.
Right.
I abandoned my last one.
Osworth, just don't call Tara up at 2 in the morning going, I love you, I miss you.
I didn't think there's any chance of
Suck my dick. Come jump on this one last time, for all the time's sake.
Well, to be fair, I am with you.
I'll give it.
All that.
Yeah, so at the minute, Tara's kind of swapped from him.
You've done everything the god has asked you, and he's still saying it.
Because Tara's gone to Philios.
Pass me those dice.
It's like that.
Don't move this.
The way I see it is, have you ever seen the...
Because Tara's gone to Philios, is he technically multi-classing as a paladin?
Simon Pegg and the Crocs. You know, they're like the aliens. You've seen the film, yeah. You know at the end, where they're like saying, oh, we're given so much humanity, and it's like, fuck off, and you we'll do what we want. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. You're telling me that I'm wrong, you're going to say that, like, you're going to take it away from me. Because you're this all-benevolent God. Yeah, fuck it.
I'm with you. You did everything he said, and he still said you're doing it wrong. It's like, well,
There's also 2 cons.
I looked for the fucking dog and there wasn't there.
You know what, you were right. You were right. There's no point in trying to
I was wrong. I was wrong about everything.
You'll be fine, get pissed, sleep with a few of the gods. Just forget that's it. Get under one guard by getting on top of another.
That I can live by.
There's bound to be a god advantage.
Kyle, I'm sorry if I pissed you off too much on this session.
How you pissed me off?
I look over and I see the look in your eyes and I think,
That's the face of a calculating man, man. I'm a DM. You can't piss me off.
That was a face of Tyr going, oh, fuck's sake.
That was a DM going.
You were my chosen
Kim
one.
Paladin, bro. Kim Paladin.
I mean, I love that, but as a role player, you gotta be in the moment, man.
And also, now he can tempt you with other gods. It's when he goes sleep, he just gets billboards up. Would you like to be a god of defense or vengeance?
I wonder if it's like a thing like Tinder for gods.
Yeah. Are you fucked?
Son of light.
Is they mothering it?
This is how he is with alcohol.
Is it really?
Oh my god, Sam, you've not finished that. Fucking hell.
how was he like it, bro?
Drooling over there is pissed.
4 pints the whole
He's
one.
pissed.
I'm pissed.
Yeah,
It's not a new.
that's an exaggeration.
You know, you're going back to your wife to try and convince her to stay with us, and we're sending you back drunk. We're not doing a good
That's
job.
alright. I get drunk about twice a year. The last time was 6 months ago. This is my second time.
You just swore at me as well.
It's fine, we're just going to take it to McDonald's. Yeah, that's what that glass is for. We're just going to make sure we
have a
give
new
him a
leader.
coffee before he goes.
Shayla is our leader.
Right,
Follow the cursed woman.
Do you realise you're like the path of goodness?
Technically, his Malta is a part.
I know it's meta, but are you supposed to be good?
No, I am a good character.
You all make your way to the festival.
Technically, it's a part.
Festival. We're going to go to the festival.
You might get advantages in your rolls. Tears help. 4 times to say that.
I might just like always bring my light over to you. I'm trying to push it back. Cheers!
Everybody dies.
What if you pick another god?
Everyone, paying attention. You all make your way to the festival. You all meet up as a group. Cylon, Diero, Leon, they all catch the attention of Osworth, Drulin, Philios, Shelia, Taraskos. Everyone seems to be a bit off with each other though. There's a lot happened. There's a lot happened in the past few hours.
You've lost that twinkle in your eye, Oscar.
Seems to be a strange. It's almost like Berovia is taking a hold of you all individually. You're all fighting your own inner demons. You mingle between the crowds. You see the forced laughter. Cylon, Diero, and Leon are all pointing out to everyone the forced laughter, the almost cracked blood, dried lips, smiles, the fake tears of joy that almost could be masked for actual tears of unhappiness. The final gong has taken its toll. You look up and see the clock has struck 12 once again. You know that it's now 12 at midnight. Suddenly, however, Suddenly, the music begins to die. As the musicians look up and notice that the blue moon has taken a sullen red colour. You hear, once again, off in the distance, the same music you always hear. This time, however, you look, and the laughter is coming from here. And you look, and Drulin notices. Why, it's none other. Where is he? What the fuck is his name again? Hang on. No.
You look over.
What? You just turned me down again. There we go. You look over, and Drulin sees who he recognizes. It's no more than Henrik. Not Henrik? Is it Henrik? No. Henrik. Sorry. It's none other than Vasily von Hotz, who's laughing.
Who?
Vasily von Hotz,
Oh, the female guy.
the coffin shop owner.
Oh no.
He laughs in the same manner in which Strahd laughs.
This guy over here, he runs the coffee shop, but I don't think
He looks at you all with a broken, frozen grin. Beside him, 6 coffins. The other side, another 6 coffins. He looks back at you all and says, boom. 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 Like an explosion. Boom.
This is the bomb!
Boom.
Or in the coffin.
Boom. Each time he says boom, a coffin door opens. He says it 12 times. Boom. Boom. All the residents of Valaki frozen in fear. There's crying and screaming. The Baroque master frozen on the stand of the stage. He keeps muttering to himself, if we were happy, we were safe. If we were happy, we were safe. If we were happy, we were safe.
The thing's about the coffin.
There are bodies in the coffin. The body of Vasily van Hotz transforms. A cloud of smoke rises. The cloud of smoke stays there. And from beneath his feet, fucking advert again, hang on. And from beneath his feet, Strahd sits atop a demonic horse, hoofs of fire, a mane of lava, eyes steaming red. He looks at you all and laughs further. Each coffin has a body. The bodies look up, eyes fix red. They shriek in terror. Yes.
I plant recording about.
No.
Takes one out.
From each house breaks forth another vampire. From each window, another. Everyone place yourself in the market. I don't care where. I mean, there is this map here, guys.
Well, I'll be next to Cylon. Put me next to you.
alright.
Put me next to you, because that's when we're standing.
Question. Better for a second. You mentioned before
You did?
Is that going to be the same for all other weather-related spells?
Yes.
Yes, okay, that's fine. Second question. Does the sun still exist at this point?
No.
Are they all vampires?
Yep.
Before we start, I'm going to cast Warning Inspiration, so everyone has an OD8 failing.
Can I cast my spell?
I'm going to inspire everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I've got guidance, so that's cantrips. So I'm just
Really? You still got them still arrows,
I think that was mine.
So that will allow you to add a d4 onto any.
Right. Everyone know who that, what the die is?
Yeah.
Can you tell something up with silver arrows?
Put a light over there.
10 wasn't
Spread them out, spread them out, spread them out.
But I mean, you have also got some on your book.
Spread them out, spread them out.
Look at the size of the batch.
Again, you hear the chorting of the demonic horse. Boom. And with that, Strahd, the flame takes hold and he disappears with ember. All that's left are vampires and higher vampires. They begin murdering and devouring the townspeople of Valaki. The Baroque Master gone. His wife gone. The guards gone. There's an orgy of blood, flesh, and frenzy. Before too long, all that's left are the vampires and you. Any cantrips? Do them now.
It's not
I will
cantrip.
just continue to cast guidance.
It's a spell, but it takes one action.
To their roll.
Then you have to wait your turn.
Okay. Damn it. Actually, that was quite
Okay. Philios! Can we order another beer?
No, I have to wait.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So has everyone actually been sorted?
Go. Quickly.
If I die here,
Well, I can't. Shelia.
Is the moon up in the sky?
Yes, but it's red.
Can I use movement?
No, it's red.
They can't have you, Strahd wants you.
I mean, I'm not worried about that. I want to protect everyone else. Okay.
Convince them killing, injuring us is injuring me. Strahd might not want them.
Okay, is everyone within 30 feet of me?
No.
Right, where's the guy with Lehman's tiny hut? All 9 of us can go in there. Just hide. We'll wait till sunday.
Just wait out the storm.
Just a question. If anybody is trying to dodge an attack, it's dexterity, right?
Yes.
Okay, then the first thing I will cast, everyone within 30 feet of me, pass without trace, which means they will be able to add +10 to any dexterity throws that they have
But
to
who are
make.
you right next to?
Well, I'm here, so Oscar, Leon.
No, I'm the big guy.
Oh, you're sorry.
Philios is like the range.
That's Leon. So,
That's me,
The green guys.
yeah, this one? Yeah. Okay, so, then.
You can only cast it to Osworth, the guy next to Osworth.
Does this mean I get invincibility?
No.
Yeah, I think. Maybe. Can't cast it 40.
Okay, fine, then I will cast it to them.
Drulin.
Remembering I've got guidance going, so.
No, I've not got a lot of skills. I will use my insight for fighting. Where's the nearest bad guy? I'm gonna go for that one. So I'm going to it. No, stand there. I'm doing insight. Sorry. 21, so tested against your charisma check.
Yep.
You can do
19.
So I now inside for 22, so I get to use my second attack. And I'm going to use my short bow to attack him. 18 plus 7. 25.
You hit him, you put him down. But his body stays there. You've taken one down. Leon.
I'm going to use my Cordon of Arrows spell. I can place 4 arrows in front of me. As soon as something goes in 30 feet from the arrow, it goes into the air, shoots at it, and takes 1d6 damage.
Okay.
I use the silver arrows for the bonus from.
You'd have to get him from him. You have to. Oh, okay.
So
Ilios.
I put down 4 arrows around this 3.
Okay. Ilios.
Tiny hook.
Really?
Well, you could.
I could hide in my tiny hook if I want. And you all wanted to do it.
I thought T was supposed to make you.
I'm not allowing it.
What?
Realistically, you can't. Depends how many spells you got there.
Alright, fine. I'll find a clump of the vampires and cast Hellish Rebuke on them.
Okay, go for it.
Where's it clump then? Are they all together?
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke obviously does flames around them all.
They all begin to burn. How many?
Well, no, I cast it on one person and flames go all around him, so anyone near him casts this thing on all of them.
This clump here are all beginning to burn.
So it's like a chain type thing.
Okay. Osferth.
I'm just gonna
Holding that. Can the flaming vampires please move to this group? Yes, move more as one. It's fine.
I'm sorry, I was...
Can the vampires in the market all begin to tighten in on every other player?
Are they all going to go for
Yep.
Rascos?
That's where he is. And can that clump tighten in on Leon?
The orange one and the rainbow one in range of my arrows, so both take 1d6 damage.
The group on fire. Everyone's get your AC ready. Shelly, what's your AC? Hit. What's your AC?
18.
Hit. The arrow.
I'm not there.
Oh.
With me.
Okay. Drillin.
16.
Not hit.
How many points of damage?
D10. Because they're attacking as a group. 20.
We,
40.
Can we not dodge that at all?
You dead?
Do they get, because it's silver arrows getting shot at them from the spell, do they get what do they get added
That
on?
group is attacking first, not that group.
Yeah, I know, but they walked, you said they walked to us, so it's as soon as they get in range of an arrow.
Not these ones, these ones.
Okay. So
it's
what
the
are they being,
rainbow one and
what
the
are they
orange
being hit for?
1d6, which is I rolled a 6 and a 3, but they're both silver bolts that I used.
You're taking 3 down. They stay on the board. Trascos. AC.
16.
Hit. What the fuck is this? This is haunting.
There's so many around Tarascos.
You are dead.
Just be like in the Matrix, you know, when the fire will
It's
Okay.
Titan.
It's when it
10.
Oh, you look.
They scratch at you. 10.
Take damage.
Diero, what are you doing?
Yeah, the rainbow, the orange, and the white.
Osmo, are you dead?
I'm going to toilet real quick.
These
Yeah.
three are down, but they're still
Right, well, I'm not sure. How do you do death? It's double, right? It's double the...
If you're down, if you've been taking a few HP, you've got to do 3 saving throws over 10.
Do you want me to do that now?
Yes.
What happens on my way?
If you die-
After the vampires,
Just in case
because you
you're
said Osford, then wait for that, and then you move all the vampires and they attack. Was I after the vampires?
You haven't had your turn yet.
Just in case your D20
Don't someone get a chance to heal you?
I'm guessing so, yeah.
There's 2 more D20s to do this shit.
Someone heal him quick.
What did you roll?
6, 3 and a 2.
Reroll.
I offered him to use. Do you want to use my dice just in case?
That's okay. I've been rolling with our full up every time. Right now. Back to 20.
Right, you're
Oh,
fine.
he's up. Natural 20 saves you.
Paladins get an extra. Even though you're broken.
Tears like, yeah, I'll give that.
But
It's a good save.
you see a flicker of light.
Tears like,
No. You re-rolled.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because you rolled a nat 20, you got to re-roll on your fourth. You see a flicker of light. Remember that.
Remember the light. Remember the light.
Pretty much a nat 20 stops you from dying.
Cylon.
I'm going to cast fly on myself. Fly
Okay.
60 feet in the air.
Good. Well then.
Just a bad. Yes.
Also, it's an acrobatics because some vampires might jump at you.
So on my spell it was 21. And then acrobatics. I might just 17. Spell magic.
One of them rolled a nat 20. They jump on your back and begin clawing at your neck. Roll me an AC.
Yeah, AC.
What's your AC?
12.
You do 2 points of damage. Osferth.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm on 0 HP, so. Oh, I'm also.
If you can heal yourself.
Yeah, but if you got like
to
a.
get from pro.
Yeah. 10.
17.
You're up.
Okay.
What you can really do is heal yourself.
We bought health potions at the start of the campaign.
Yeah, we did have some.
Can't use
Everyone
paladin
should-
skills.
everyone should
Given
have
up
to.
your powers.
Yep, I used one of the health potions.
Yeah. 4. That's a D8. Yeah, D8.
And plus, remember this guidance as well, so you can add d4s
Why not have a warning information as well?
What do you do? What do you do?
I've healed myself with a health potion.
Yep.
Then I'm going to move myself in front of Shader. And then attack the closest vampire.
Why are you moving in front of Shalia?
Because she's the whole reason I'm here. It's like, she's my only motivation being to stand down.
How interesting. Almost as if you could look to someone for that.
He can't, he's got no tears.
Yeah, I know. Tarascos.
Do I not get my attack?
No.
Oh, that, your potion was action.
Your action would
Nothing happened.
I can say it once. You've got no magic.
What?
If you had tears, you would just can't even try a second.
No, because they're vampires. They're undead,
No,
motherfucker.
it's movement.
We need a cleric. Kill me and I'll be a cleric.
So, as my
I cast daylight and
status,
skill of
I
light
could action,
60
attack,
feet.
bonus
It's
action.
like cantrip.
My cast instead of cleric.
A cast of white light shines down in front of Tarascus, spreading 60 feet across.
You told me you couldn't do that.
There's a reason why.
Different spell.
Well, no, I was going to
Don't be like, what?
Okay.
Wait, roleplay, God.
I'm summoning literal light.
It begins to burn the vampires around Tarascos, and they begin to retreat.
Steady direction.
That's fine. Nope.
Bonus action cantrip.
If he has a cantrip.
I know. Rangers don't get them, it's annoying. Oh, it's annoying. Rangers don't get cantrips.
Yeah, you can spell stuff.
I'll then cast Thunderclap.
How far are they going back?
It's 100-foot wave, isn't it?
Yeah.
From back.
Technically, they're on the board.
Yeah, keep them on the board for clarity's sake.
Okay, so let's just use that. Sneaky got killed by a
That's why.
But then, his white light turns red,
You've just used.
and they all begin to regenerate.
Suck.
The vampires that were spread out from Tarascus have regenerated, as have everything that's already been attacked. They have now been regenerated. And again,
you hear. I broke you. I broke you all. Where is your god? Where's Malik?
Surely Phileas, you shout back. I've still got 10.
It's not been 20 years, we've not been for the marriage stuff yet.
I broke you all, and soon I shall be wed.
And then Strahd appears, riding his steed, fire and flame, sword drawn. He waits. Kelia.
Right. Can I try investigating this item again that got given by Esmeralda?
Yep,
I'm not
go
gonna
ahead.
bother with dexterity, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
investigate.
go.
So I'm gonna cast guidance first, and then can I use the bardic inspiration? Okay. So plus 14 plus 17
Plus bardic inspiration.
18.
It's 1d8.
Oh, D8, sorry, okay. Sorry. 17 plus 18 anyway.
It looks like a holy symbol with a sunburst on it.
Can I discern anything else from it?
No.
You could point it towards them, you never know.
Drulin.
Inspiration. Thank you.
So I'm going to use my eye for detail, which is a bonus action, to do a perception check to see if anything I can work out anything that might help.
That's safe, isn't it?
14.
Nope.
Okay, I'm just going to get out the holy water that I had and splash it at all the people that.
You throw it across the vampires in front of you and they begin to burn. Their skin singes, but they do not unrelent. They all move in closer upon you. Move them in.
On Drulin?
On all of you.
I mean, they can't get much closer at this point.
They're right on top of you now. Helios.
Okay, first, I cast Cure Wounds on my guy over here. So I do heal for 6 health.
I'll pause you there.
As a bonus action, with my Infernal Legacy, I cast Darkness.
Darkness.
Meaning it's a spell that no magical effects or any non-magical effects can see through it. And
Okay.
It's very focused.
But the vampires can see you.
Why?
They're vampires.
They're not meant to. It's a magical thing that stops all the non-magical.
But you're casting it within where there's already a mystical fog. So it's countering the mystical fog. The vampires will still see you.
Okay, then it's cast.
No, you've already
Just
cast it.
spell
You've
magic.
cast it. You've already cast it. The arrow. You already cast it, my friend. You can't do backsies. That's right. Fuck you. You bring a broken character to my party.
Only because of that law. I have a better idea, Kyle. I created here.
Shut up. You're a bard, not a cleric.
Yeah, but he's a half-time paladin.
Can I investigate if there's anything around the bardic powers?
Yeah, go for it. Roll.
Follow that light.
But you notice that the market's all held up by wood.
Burn it down.
Burn it down! It's Seth Rollins, the architect.
I was more thinking Kane just
Can't believe you wouldn't let me hide that tiny hole.
No.
Technically, can he
Why
cast
would I make it easy for you?
I would be chilling,
just
sleeping right
a
now.
theoretical? Can he
Is that what
cast?
you do every time the shit hits the fan? Just go,
See you guys later.
Change character, Isaac.
Theoretically, can he cast tiny hooks on top of Strahd?
Yeah, there are. There's some right here.
Can you cast Tiny Hut on Strahd? Trap.
No.
Just do it in front of him. So when
Tiny
he's,
Hut.
so when he's riding, he rides into it.
It's an invisible hut.
It's nothing that's gonna like.
What's that?
I really want to seal it. Yeah. I just go to the torch.
Yeah, these are all like thingies on.
Yeah, it's very much here. Torch. So I just take the torch off.
Do remember if you move, it's an opportunity to attack with vampires.
So just take the torch off.
Yeah, you picked up a torch, but you're gonna have to really kind of throw it around a bit.
Yeah.
You don't want to attack any of the vampires?
I can take it 5. Come on. Well, that's not flying. So you just like.
Is there any
60 feet.
Is there any lantern?
I'm so tempted to use the small magic.
Please do.
Just so you
Probably
60
Start.
Is my actually attack?
And Malik would do that.
I'm not Malik.
Can you what?
Obviously, can't burn like an attack.
Yeah, you can use it as a weapon.
Well, yeah, so I'll just swing it around and do it and mark him, and then use the torch as well to attack this mark him.
Yeah, they've got all the vampires come back up there.
Yeah, because twice was healed.
Yeah, dick.
He's working for Strahd!
Yeah, but he's broken now, so he's not going to kill
the
him.
paladin, kill everybody else.
Kill Malik. I
What
watched it.
if I attack with the torch?
You'd be using it as a standard weapon, so as a fighter you'd have proficiency.
Hopefully my time of need.
That's what it might be down. That's what.
You're using it successfully, and how many vampires want hit?
It's just what area I'm going to get something.
You can hit 2. You can hit those 2.
Yeah, so I'm just not going to hit.
They begin to burn, their bodies begin to turn and crumpled. Cylon, what are we doing?
And I'm 60 feet near that.
With a vampire on your back.
Yes, we need
Wiggly
to.
Mark.
I'm going to thunderwave the one on my back. He's on my back.
Yeah.
Can I sort of spin around and try and shake him off?
Acrobatics. He's still standing on.
Try and shoot him off that.
Yeah. And then, as a bonus action, I'll try to move behind and fireball him.
Cantrip your own back.
Just fireball.
8.
You've hit him, but you've also burnt your back.
You're falling down
So take 4 HP off.
You take 1 down. 1 5. How much is it? 4.
Leohorn.
I'll just dual wheel. Actually, I'll just dual wheel my scimitar on short sword. I'll try and hit the purple one behind me, the roundel one behind me. That's the scimitar. 14, 21. Short sword, 25.
Have you got the what? Oh, it's downstairs. On the table near the fireplace.
So 5.
Oh, there's right there.
I hit 1 for 5. 1 for 8. And then because of my archetype is gloom, I can do. You can make 1 additional extra attack, which deals 1d extra damage. So I've got that. 15.
Yep.
You hit for 2.
Well done, you hit 1 for 2. Draskos.
Okay. I'm going to start to walk towards the centre of the town. How many squares are these squares?
Just move. If you want to move to the centre, I'll allow it. Yeah, it's fine.
And then I will cast Thunderclap and again, just push everything between my back.
You're also going to push your allies.
Don't we have to do this?
That's fine. Is that going to be?
Don't we have to do a save?
Yeah.
60.
You know, everyone has to do a save throw, even my guys, but... Go on. Everyone do a saving throw. What's it against?
Is that dexterity?
Yes, even you.
It's 300 foot range.
Is it dexterity?
300. So you're in the air, mate.
Dexterity?
I'm waiting to find out.
You're gonna get shot off.
Trasta, is it full of glass?
I've got 26.
23.
What's your constitution?
Oh no, it's 100 foot. 9. Yeah, it's 100 foot, so it's still within.
Everyone's got to roll above a 14.
26.
Not including anything. Not including anything. It's a saving throw, so no additionals. Alright, for sake of it, everyone re-roll. D20, sorry, D20. No pluses, it's a saving throw.
14.
Right, you're safe. You're safe. You're not safe.
14.
You're fine.
I used bardic inspiration. He's using my bardic
No, you can't. Not for a saving throw. Saving throw.
Saving throw.
Alright, fine.
Plus 2 on my con saving throw.
I know.
Oh.
It says 5 feet.
Apparently we can't.
On the spell it
we can't
says
apply
5
our
feet. You
modifier.
can hear
Oh.
it. You can hear it 100 feet away. It's everything within 5 feet of you.
Okay, fine. All my guys have moved back. Strahd, however, has not moved.
Even these guys.
Get
out of here. You're flying back there.
Yeah, let's just send them all the way over here.
Someone try and hear
Strahd. Yes, we're safe. I'm in darkness.
The town is yours, we do. Reason with it.
I charge
The organic music dies.
So does Strahd.
Oh, if only.
If it was like it's like looted.
I'm still on my quest.
What's it?
That's a little way. See, you're going to be new to a loot from now.
Yeah, I think I've been in a way is good.
However, all the vampires have moved back, yes.
Is it they picked up the instruments?
Yeah, they're just making music now.
So the vamps have started playing.
The Strahd, however, remains on his steed. He gallops back on his horse, and with a click of a finger, the vampires encircle you all again. Moving back up.
Right, I want to talk to Strahd. That sounds like a
Circle everyone, and with another click, you're all in the centre of the town. Everyone, you're pulled in by a great force.
Matrix card.
That's a bit OP, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, did you not see the message of level 20 plus? Our friendship, we'll all put our hands into a friendship circle.
We believe we believe in light. We believe in good.
It's really helpful to have the power of a god.
Oh, if only we still believe. I believe in Tia. Does everybody else believe in Tia?
Strahd walks. It's almost as if everything's happening in slow motion. With his horse, he struts through the town centre. The vampires part, like the parting of the Red Sea. You're all back to back, facing Strahd and the encirclement of vampires of red eyes. He steps off of his horse, and the horse takes flame and disappears. He sheaths his sword, adjusts his shirt collar, pulls back his hair, and pulls his lips, bares his fangs. He glides towards the wall. First to Shalia, he cups his hand into her chin. I have already chosen my bride. And with that, smacks her. And she falls to the floor. Take 10 HP.
From a slap.
It's fucking Strahd, what do you want from me?
You bastard.
What?
Bastard.
A volunteer. He parts his hands. You are all pulled back, minus Druid. He glides forwards. And for a moment, you're succumbed to the seduction of Strahd.
Have advantage against being charmed.
Your eyes sweeten to the look. You're pulled back. There's no interruption. No.
Do a charm check. I have advantage.
He takes his hand, places it on your cheek. Your neck, without even thinking, cocks back.
So he's right through.
He takes his hand further and pulls your neck all the way back. And with a bearing of blades like teeth, pierces deep into your neck. The whole party gasps as he begins to draw blood, not just to draw blood to eat, but he devours, he bites, he gnaws, he crawls. He rips the head. He rips the head off of Drulin and shows it to the party.
I need him to come back next week.
If he can come back, trust me, I've got a workaround. He throws it to the floor of the party. And again. By the way, you're all invited to my wedding.
You said I could play there. You said I could.
And he disappears into the night.
What about his vamps?
And we'll end it there. And the vampires have disappeared as well.
Woo.